Which one are you? 4.
4.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, there we
There
are.
you
Oh,
are.
okay.
Ken is 7-8.
Hello, hello.
Hello and welcome
Test.
to Curling
A
After
little bit.
Dark, or
Wow.
possibly
Ooh.
before dark. I know it's well after dark. The game's already started. What the heck?
Taz, why is mine like choppy? Is
Well-
it down choppy?
Turn the volume down a bit. Yeah?
Wait, I can't hear you now.
Okay, well, here,
It sounds like you've got a loose connection, actually.
smile to the webcam there.
Hello.
So,
Everyone look at Michael's sweater. It's soft.
And mine's apparently covered in dog hair, according to Courtney.
Only the back. Only the back. The front looks fine,
I tried to brush it off before I came, but
which is why the front is fine and the back is not.
correct.
Literally color commentary. Michael's sweater is pink.
It is.
There we go.
Okay.
Are you back?
Yeah, but I can't. I feel like I can't move because if I do, then you won't be able to hear me.
Okay, just don't move.
Uh,
Welcome to draw number 5
I believe you.
of the Embassy Row Pondspiel.
Embassy Road Greece.
Greece.
We are watching Team Deep Tzatziki versus Team something I can't say.
Techni Alipias.
Sure.
All of Never mind.
Oh my.
Both
Alipias.
teams from here at
Alipias?
Potomac.
Alipias. Yes. Looks like Tzatziki is red.
It's green though.
It's white.
Isn't it?
No, it's
green.
white.
It is.
No, it's color
I've never had
commentary.
it.
Wait, what? Oh, Tzatziki is white with green in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
They're playing red.
it's ketchup Tzatziki.
So Emily Albin is throwing lead rocks here. One is in the 4-foot currently. We're looking for.
This is
Wait,
sheet, this
that's
is
not
sheet
the right
A.
one. Yeah.
Hold on.
That sheet B. There we go.
Anyway, Emily's throwing up a
There we go.
nice looking corner or center guard here.
Yeah, covering the corner inside the inside part of it. That's the good
Beauty.
part. You're trying to
My mic sucks. Guys, my mic is not good.
Is there a different one?
I don't know.
yeah, that one, I was playing with it before. It was like sometimes working, sometimes not. Which
Well, where's number 1 and 2?
Well, they're. No, I'll just give you my headset, and I don't
Oh.
need to say anything
Okay.
anyway.
Do you mind switching?
Just give me that one so I can hear it.
Welcome to Headset Swapping After Dark.
Hello, hello.
At the
Oh, I
Potomac
can hear you
Road.
now.
This is much better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I could hear you in the other mic as
Yeah,
well.
Okay.
he was just crackling and
Yeah.
going crazy. So
Okay, now that that's settled.
How many viewers do we have, Ken?
Well, 3,
three.
Three.
Oh my goodness.
and one of them's me.
Oh.
Tripling the views from earlier tonight.
Hopefully that builds up soon.
I mean,
We have a nice-
now we're down to 2.
We have a nice 5th end trivia question.
Oh, we do?
5th end?
Are we
That
saving
sound
it for
good?
the 5th?
I don't know. 3rd
Okay.
maybe?
I mean,
What's a good end? When do they do it in baseball?
the
7th
seventh.
inning
Oh,
stretch.
well, that's too late. What if they
Way
don't go
too
to the
late.
7th end?
I
We'll
think,
do it 3rd.
I think we should do
Okay.
it now, frankly.
We need more viewers.
Yeah, we need people to participate in the chat.
It's 9:02. We'll give them a chance to.
Well, once they hear that we're the commentary crew.
I know, right?
Yeah, they'll all be logging in.
This went over curling for FL a little bit, and also a little bit light.
FL's gone back to the slide though.
I
After
had
her
Got a knee slider. Love it.
Yeah.
after her broken leg of some bone.
She had been playing with a stick for
Yeah, because she had broken her leg.
No, but she'd been playing with a stick for years.
Oh, maybe there was another injury then.
That was the Wave Rider injury.
Oh.
Looks like they're calling for the peel here. Team complicated name I can't pronounce.
It's got a
Although,
bit to curl. I think they're going to go for the
I think
shot
yeah,
route.
they're actually getting shot rock here.
Oh yeah.
Pretty nice, but they're gonna lose the shooter. Maybe? No, gonna hang right on the edge.
Yeah, it's going to hang out.
That's a real nice shot there by Pam Smith, the second for Team Techni complicated phrase.
We'll just call him Techni.
Looks like they're calling for just a draw here around the center guard.
Sweepers looking at this one. The weight seems better. Curling early though, maybe a little light. Oh yeah, that's a little light.
Yeah, that one's going to check up and just be another center guard.
But when you're trying to steal, this isn't the worst kind of end to look at, right? They've got guards in front. They're covering the center.
Yep, stagger. Looks like they're going to try and get rid of at least one of them.
Yeah. I think I'd probably come the other way on this one, but
Me too.
Calls for the sweep almost immediately.
this looks pretty down for a peel. But what the heck do we know? We know nothing, and that is fine. That's why you tune in for this high-level commentary.
That's right. We are up to 4 now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Tell all your friends.
I'm texting
To
all of them right
join.
now. We might get up to 5.
As the other games on the other sheets progress, we will try our best to keep everyone updated of the scores. I know Ken will do a fantastic job of updating the stream.
Ken, who has basically rewritten the entire code of our streaming
That's true.
system.
I was told we have instant replay now.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
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 Oh, my God.
We need to find an opportunity to use
Someone
it.
We
needs
should
some
instant
points.
replay that peel that Nick said wasn't possible.
Which one was that?
The one like last shot.
The
Oh,
dou-
yeah,
The
right.
double peel.
I didn't say it wasn't possible. I'd say I'd come the other way. I always come the other way. Welcome to Curling After Dark.
Curling after it is 9:06. Are we at Vice Rocks now? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we are
Yeah.
at Vice Rocks. This is Nick Henley trying to throw the John Schuster special. Which I say because
You know, I don't like that rock that much.
a lot of people don't like that rock.
I hate it.
We're waiting for it to wear off. It looks like it started.
The man has a gold medal. I mean, come on.
I know. I just don't really like that team, to be honest.
I mean, none of them are cute.
And that's how
Chris
we judge.
Plyce isn't bad.
Chris Plyce, wait,
Yeah,
I met Chris Plyce once super high outside of a hotel in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I could see that.
That is my semi-defamatory comment for the
Chris, if you're tuned in,
He should know that the truth is an absolute defense to defamation. So, except he's in like Canada right now, isn't he? Aren't they? At some-
Probably.
I think there's an event. Yeah.
I know my boo Bruce is in
Oh boy.
My boo Bruce.
no, I think they're in British Columbia,
Yeah,
maybe.
Because they weren't at the. That wasn't Team Scotland at the Euros.
Right, Patterson.
Right.
Yeah, I watched the bronze medal games were on today. I watched those.
I did not watch them. The end. I watched the thrilling curling action from the late draw here.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was probably actually better than the women's bronze medal game. It was
It was-
Alina Petz was curling like 40% at one point,
Ooh. Ooh.
but they won.
Really?
Mhm.
Who are they playing?
Russia?
Oh, well, all right.
Nick's last rock is away.
It's hanging out wide a little bit.
It is. It's
A little heavy, maybe.
not slowing down.
Dave is getting ready to sweep, and it looks
Yeah, I
like
think
that
that's
is-
all the way through.
So the aggressive call here is to draw in. I think the port is the better call here, but
I agree.
I agree as well.
Dave looks like he wants to go around the outside like a trailer park girl. Discussing times, probably discussing how awesome Dave's pants are.
That's right.
Those are some pretty fly pants.
You need some crazy pants to match your teammates.
I do need crazy pants. I should ask for crazy pants for Christmas.
You should.
We'll call it a Crazy Pants Christmas, and Dolly Parton can be in the video of it.
Can there be rhinestones on these pants?
Sweepers are not touching it. It
Could
needs
there
to
possibly
curl, and maybe it's heavy. Needs to curl a
It
lot.
needs to curl a
It doesn't
bunch.
look heavy to me.
Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
they're probably just
but-
waiting for it to curl.
Yeah. The weight looks actually pretty good.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are going to end up shot rock, just really exposed.
Just like my emotions
Oh,
in therapy. This should be a pretty easy takeout for Terry.
Welcome to Therapy After Dark with Michael Ray.
At what point do we start singing ABBA? Is that like third end?
I don't
or
understand what ABBA has to do with
Grease?
Greece.
Have
Because
you never seen
you're-
Mamma Mia?
I have, but
Do you realize the entire...
Did you pay attention to it when you saw
do
it?
you know anything about the thing you saw?
no.
It all happens in Greece,
Oh.
and everything is an ABBA song
Well, I knew ABBA's related to Mamma Mia, but I didn't know it was in Greece.
related
Yeah.
to... They wrote the song.
That's
Well,
right.
It's literally just an
Well, they didn't
ABBA
write the
concert.
show.
It's an ABBA concert with Meryl Streep is what it is.
I saw it on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship.
Oh, my God. And you think we're the gay ones.
I feel like we need to rewrite some of the songs with curling lyrics. Like, he's in the hack, he's getting ready to throw the rock nice and steady.
That's good.
All right, I
Thank
don't
you. I
know.
just made that
That's
up right
good.
now.
You're
All right.
basically Benny Anderson.
Oh my gosh.
Sweepers are on it right away here. Looks like he's on the guard.
Yeah, he looks like he's
It's
on
close.
Oh, he's on the guard.
it. Yeah, they just not quite out to the broom there.
All right, so
Chance here for Dave. The
So,
weight
yeah.
was good.
put the pressure on.
Yeah. Or at least put the force on, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be, well.
I mean, there's a center guard that's in a pretty usable
central.
If he gets into the
position.
4-foot there, that's a tough draw or a hit
Yeah.
and roll to the button for one.
Yeah, I mean, if this one is top button, it's going to be a tough shot. I guess
It's going
might
to
be a chance for a
So
double.
we'll see how much they're curling. The other one was out further and didn't move.
So I play with Dave on Wednesdays, and he does tend to flip his out turns a little bit.
Oh, I'm familiar with people that do that.
I also
know.
play with Michael on Thursdays, and he also tends to flip his out turns a little bit.
I can also flip the bird. So I play with these other
You're
bozos
getting- you're
on
getting-
Wednesday and Thursday.
you're getting
and
there.
They play perfectly every time.
You're getting there, Michael.
Don't even start.
This is looking
Yeah,
okay.
The
It needs
line
to
is
curl a
good.
bunch still.
They've got Brandon in to try to encourage the curl. The weight looks pretty good.
Oh, I
Just,
like that. Encourage.
the weight
Yeah,
is
it's actually nice
gorgeous.
now. It's probably about,
I mean,
It's covering the lid, so you can't do a whole
Yeah.
lot better weight-wise.
yeah.
I'd say it's about half covered.
Yeah, I think you'll probably see actually as much as 2/3 of that rock. But you throw a little bit of down weight at it, and you can get to the nose of it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Is he looking at the double?
I was gonna say I don't
For
know
two?
if it's there for two.
Might
It probably clips the
Close,
yellow.
yeah.
It's, I mean, it's
Yeah, it probably goes into the yellow.
yeah, I think it jams for the
Yeah.
Not worth it.
This is by no means a gimme. This is not the easiest shot in the world.
No.
Double might be easier to get the one though, if it's buried enough.
I think
Eh,
I think you can throw.
you just need to
half
move it a
bump
half a
or,
rock.
Even a heavy draw will get you shot.
Yeah.
Get you a point there. Terry's probably thrown these rocks 1,000 times. So. I've probably thrown it 10,000.
Probably.
Because I'm so old.
Because you're 100. He gave this one some.
Yeah, I think it looks to me like he slides out a bit narrow and then gives
Doesn't
it a
have a lot of handle.
It looks like it's by the guard though.
It's just barely by the guard,
Woo.
but it's there, and
That's gonna be a one.
yeah, that is a real nice shot.
Nice
right
throw.
Great sweep. Great team shot.
Almost wiped out. He was so excited.
there. Yeah, he's got a big old smile on his face. He's very pleased with that shot. Either that or very embarrassedly pleased.
So that will conclude the first end on the feature sheet. It looks like that is the fastest game so far of this draw.
Sheet D is starting the first or second
Okay.
end too.
All
but
right.
They haven't hung their score yet. They haven't even told us who's got the hammer on sheet B.
Ugh.
Bunch of nerds. That's
I think they did that in the earlier game when I was tuning in from home on the web stream. The hammer just remained in the pocket the entire game.
Conveniently, everyone on sheet D throwing red stones has the name of Kennedy. So
That's right. They're all blood.
Yeah, 3
blood
generations of
relatives.
Kennedy.
It's awesome. Wonderful family. We're up to 13 viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Told you.
we're so popular.
That's
That's
like
right.
we're getting 1 per minute.
Friends tell friends. Let's get this exponential.
So we have a delay here. What's going on with
Terry's
Oh,
back.
Terry's back.
It was Terry. I don't know what the delay was, but
He probably had to
He
visit.
probably went and sat down.
Maybe he had to complain to someone about sparing.
calling for a center guard.
I should just go out there and sub in this game at some point and really make him mad.
Only once someone's up by about 7 rounds. Calling for the center guard here. Well, the sweepers
Looks
aren't
pretty
on.
nice.
Looks pretty good. Might be a
Maybe
touch
over
on.
curl a little bit.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of handle on it, Rock. In fact,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna. It's
might be
gonna
reverse
change.
handle
it
actually.
looks like it wants to reverse.
It wants to, but it didn't.
Yeah,
Until
it did
now.
right at the very end, yeah. Put a little handle on that. That's probably top 4, actually. So it's probably a little heavy.
Dave's just gonna take that out, not mess around.
You play with Emily on Wednesdays. How's her?
I
how are
do.
her hits?
We sure do.
I'm
We
sorry.
don't-
What did you say?
How are her hits?
They're fine. I don't call many hits.
We don't
for
call
her.
that many.
Yeah.
I usually ice Emily a little bit more than the rest of the team. Hers
Yeah.
tend to curl a little bit more.
Well, she's a bit tight on this one, and it looks like
Yeah.
she's not overthrown it. So maybe looking to play the draw here. Terry is much more interested in getting his
Yeah.
supporter down the ice.
I do.
Supporter, I've never heard.
Stabilizer. I don't know. His athletic supporter needs to go down the other end.
I do think Emily prefers the other handle for hits from one time
Do you
when
mean
we
the
were
out turn or
practicing.
do you mean
No.
off the center line?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
She likes the
so
out turn better.
I think that was the right turn to call for that shot. It's just perhaps not the one that she's the most comfortable with.
The right turn is, depending on the situation, usually the one that the person throwing the rock will hit. But yeah, in 9 times out of 10, I would call the
Outside in. This looks like a much better center guard. Got some nice rotation on the rock this time.
Yeah, it's
this
much better.
one's
Might come into the house though.
it's
Just top
definitely
12.
gonna be in. Probably about even with the first.
Yeah, setting up the double
actually.
here for Emily.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's got this.
she's all over this.
Probably come the other way too.
Yeah, you can come. You can come the.
Either way.
They're not, so let's see if she can shake
Well-
off the first one. And
I don't think, famous last words. I don't think there's enough space to get between the rocks.
Correct.
She is throwing more weight. This is more weight.
Whoa, whoa, guys.
Yeah,
needs
this
to
is-
curl.
Oh. Look, she's going to get just to the inside of it. This is going to be a pretty good result.
It's actually pretty nice.
That's
yeah.
a really nice result,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, the more weight there definitely helped.
Terry still wants a center guard here.
It's a bit strange guarding a rock just barely biting the 8-foot, but he's been doing this longer than I have. So.
Doesn't mean he knows more, Nick.
Well, speaking as a know-it-all. Not I know it's
No one knows more than Nick Datlow.
according to his own autobiography.
So it's looking pretty good. It's going to curl, check up at the end here.
Oh, see, and that's
It is around.
That's a really nice, not the
Nice,
called shot,
right.
but a really nice result.
Nice plan B.
Yeah, I think you're
I think if
using
you
that.
knows that with big weight, I think both yellows go and both reds stay.
Agreed.
You think both yellows go?
I think
do.
both yellows go, yeah.
If you hit the right spot, I think you'll get some drag.
Well, it's close.
You might have to be a little bit low on this.
Yep.
No. Yep. Oh, this
Oh,
looks like that
very
looked like
low.
a pick for sure.
Oh, is it coming back?
Yep.
Yep.
Here it comes back. All right. All
Still
right.
going to hit the right spot, though. Not enough weight,
Not
but
enough weight.
Well, everything's separated now.
Yeah. That was exactly the right spot to hit it. You just
That's
needed
right.
about
Right.
2 seconds less on the hog dog.
so that will leave yellow sitting too.
But the 4 foot much more open now. It's a lot easier to.
Yep, rocks are behind. Well, one of them's behind the tee.
Right. Still lots of rocks to come.
So score updates on sheet D. We have Red Rocks, which I believe is
That's like
Team Kennedy.
Kennedy's,
That's
took
correct.
1 in the first end. And on sheet C, 2 in the first end to
For
the
yellow.
junior GNCC team. I'm not sure what their name is.
The not Pittsburgh team.
Right.
I can't read it.
Okay.
The font is Grecian.
Here to get hammered is probably not the junior team.
Probably not the junior team.
Maybe, who knows?
In a shocking twist.
And sheet A has not hung the score from the first end.
Calling the hit here?
Unless they blanked.
They have not because the thing is still in the pocket.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
they're
is.
calling the hit here on sheet. This is going to curl a whole bunch.
Yeah, especially starting already left of the center line as we see it.
There's a bit of a run here on sheet B where if you're coming outside in, it goes real straight. And if you're going inside out, it does not do that thing.
Yeah.
That would have been a tough double anyway. You would have wanted to catch that on the inside to get the flop in.
I probably would have come from the other side since that sheet does typically run.
Oh, yeah.
So you just ice where you want to hit and throw
For-
a decent amount of weight.
Yeah, for my kind of hits, you throw
Yeah.
put the room where you want to hit the rock. For most people, you put it a little bit outside that, but not a whole lot. You can keep it really straight on that line. And if I know about keeping things straight,
You know more than anyone.
I really
about
do,
that.
because every time I'm into a guy, they want to stay straight.
See.
Someone has hooked up their Bluetooth
What
to
is
the
that?
speaker.
Not
Oh,
sure if
out
the
there?
call was a draw around or a guard here, but it looks like it's a little light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you call here.
It's going to be
It's not going to end up
Maybe
in
a
front
3
of
guard.
Bit of a corner guard, not the most useful.
Yeah. Well, they're still sitting 3.
Yeah. They do have the backing. Dave going with the unorthodox strategy of calling for the draw
Yeah.
into the
I
back.
still like the
I
the
still like the
double
hit and
and-
roll.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get the double, just get rid of one of them
Get rid
and
of
roll.
one and you flop and
Flop in.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. The risk here is if you do make that draw frozen to the one that's behind the 4 foot, you're also behind the 4.
It looks a little
behind the
heavy
tee
too
line.
coming in here.
Yeah. This is the.
It's like a
this-
hack weight.
And this is the space where it's straight. If it doesn't catch the curl, it just doesn't catch the curl. He might just catch a
Ooh.
piece of this.
Just a tiny piece.
Just a tiny piece. That was probably bumper weight. Also a danger. Also a danger if you end up short of the house. That would have been problematic as
Yeah.
well. This rock just off center in the front may be the saving grace here for Deep Tzatziki, who find themselves Not in deep Tzatziki yet, but building to it.
Maybe like ankle
It's ankle deep.
deep Tzatziki. This one's caught that.
That's gonna guard the double though, or the pair of rocks over here on the left.
Yeah.
On our left. So. You could run that. The run triple is there. If you can throw bomber weight at just a hair high on that guard, that run triple is there. It's not any use to you. It's not a good shot, but it is there.
I don't mind this call. I would definitely ice it tight because then you're just going to split your red on and roll open.
Yeah. This looks heavy again.
It's the same exact line.
Well, and this has gotten more turn. It's actually less weight, but
it's a little less, but it's still too much.
But a little more turn on it, so it's going that little bit straighter.
Just through.
Just backline weight.
Dave does not look pleased.
It wasn't a bad shot, honestly. If you had been coming on the other side, that would have curled enough. But on that straight
on the other side, or even just if they had maybe iced a little less, it would have hit that red that's in the top 12 and maybe split that a little closer, and then the shooter would have rolled so that yellow rock was completely open.
Not a bad plan B.
See if Terry can channel a guard of sorts.
You almost want to corner freeze the guard because the corner, if you corner freeze on the red rock, there's nothing.
That's right. There's a hit and roll off of their own,
right?
Which is,
or there might be a really tight port, but it's a really tight port.
Yeah. We haven't seen many rocks travel on that side of the sheet coming back toward the warm room to know if it's curling enough to.
I think they could still get to the bite the forefoot with the in-turn draw.
I think so, yeah.
And I have their rock in the half and 8 foot to come off of too if they needed to.
The rock is away.
Sweepers are not touching this. It looks a little
Yeah,
hot.
this looks hot for sure. In fact, it may be.
Maybe they're sweeping it to get by now, but too late.
The shot that we sort of just discussed.
Well, they may actually be sitting 1 through 4 right now.
They definitely are close. It's 3 for sure, close for 4th. I think it is them.
But they've opened up shot rock.
That's right. And I think you're almost
I like the
forced
draw
to
here. Yeah, I think you can
draw
play the draw. Yeah. Not even to it necessarily. I think you can draw undercover and still be shot rock.
Right, yeah, still above the T line.
Yeah. Still manufacture a 2 here.
Yeah, the skips deuce.
Drop a deuce.
No. Where's the mute button for your mic? You get 2 minutes of mute.
That's what you're going to get when you start singing again. Then.
Penalty mute. The fans love that.
The singing or the...
Let's see the commentary
the
first.
Singing. I don't know. No one has chat.
How many are we up to?
We're 14.
Oh.
Guys, talk to us. Tell us how we're doing. Give us feedback.
I don't.
Do you want the? Which end would you like the trivia question in?
Do we like poof
3
jokes?
or
Yes,
5?
no?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
We could do multiple trivia questions too.
Tell us we're tall and pretty. All in the chat right now.
Hey, Bob Purcell. Are you curling this season? Okay. Oh.
I like this ice.
I do too. I think that we talk about how straight it's been on this side, but you come in and bring the weight down a little bit, and it does curl up. So I think this is a good place for the broom.
Did you just see the junior skip going back down before he threw his rock? He was holding his broom like. Pay attention to it next time. It was very interesting.
This rock also looks pretty warm.
Emily's
I
trying
like
to
the
carve it
line.
in here.
I like the line a
Or
lot.
no, I
Actually,
guess they're trying to hold the
both on
line.
it. Actually,
The line's perfect.
Line looks like it's
I
fine.
think that they could probably come off this rock.
Nah, don't come off of
They
it.
overswept it just a bit.
Oh, I think it's. Ooh, that's close.
That's real close.
I think it's red by a hair.
I think it's yellow by a hair.
If you look behind the rocks, it looks like it's yellow, but if you look in front of the rocks, it looks like it's red.
What?
Like if you're looking in between.
If you measure the wrong way, it looks like it's yellow.
I'm going to go with red.
I think it's yellow, but
It's not going to matter, I'm guessing.
It might.
it might. That rock curled really hard right at the end.
It
because
did.
Even 5
Yeah,
feet
it
from the
did.
hog line, I thought it was going to be on the nose of that yellow rock, and it curled past it.
Yeah, I mean, from the top of the house to where it lays now, it was at least a rock and a half of
Yeah,
curl.
for sure. But a nice shot nonetheless, and it is really well buried. There's like you can draw to it.
And so Terry's actually taking about 6 inches less ice than they just took.
I would say that's a foot less.
What's that?
I would say that's a foot less.
They were
Maybe.
like
Yeah,
the
I
edge of
guess.
they
yeah.
were the little outside the edge of the 4 foot.
Rockers away.
Sweepers are on it.
Oh, this looks like it's. Oh, it
It's
looks like it's
close.
moving hard.
It's coming hard
Yeah.
now.
I think he's on the yellow guard.
Yeah, he's not to the shot rock for sure, or to whichever one of the two
But
rocks
is he
is
going
shot
to
rock.
roll to a good spot? No.
No.
I mean, those 4 rocks behind that one guard are
All
really
right.
nice.
Now the 2 is in
Just
play
throw
for
that,
sure.
throw that same shot and just bump that yellow a little bit.
They must think they're shot because Dave is looking at doing in a kind of an in-off situation, which I think is crazy.
Why? There's
You
no
just-
need.
you
You're
Just
still only
through
getting
this-
2, yeah.
Yeah, that fellow's
You're
got the
drawing-
broom down with an inch more ice.
Right.
You can even hit the yellow. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's wide open.
Throw
you
a
could
bit
throw
more
like
weight.
a
You've
back
got the
line.
backing,
Yeah.
right? There's no reason to even risk the measure.
Even though I kind of hope that there is a measure, so I can
You hope there's, a measure.
place a bet on whether I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
yellow or red.
You're betting on red?
I'm betting on red.
Me too.
I'm Wesley Snipes.
Well, let's just ask them to measure it regardless.
Yeah. It's timeout.
Speaking
Game-
of measurements,
game break.
after this rock, I have
Officials timeout.
an interesting scenario which sort of came up at the European Championships that I'm curious about.
Are we talking about brooms?
No,
No.
not the broom controversy.
Nah, the brooms.
Broomgate.
Broomgate 4 or whatever broom it is. Again, Dave looks like he flipped
That
this one
flipped
a
one,
little
yeah.
bit.
Needs to come back.
If the weight's good, it will.
It looks
Yeah,
like it
actually,
is.
It's coming in now. Yeah, it looks
Close,
pretty good.
Brandon.
I think it's.
He
whoa,
can't hear
whoa,
you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep, you're
Only
good.
for weight. Only for weight. That looks like a real nice shot. Real nice shot, Dave. That's 2 for red.
There's that Skip's deuce.
Beauty.
2 for red. Real nice shot.
Saving the day with the deuce.
Oh, Nick Dotler's taking a bar break. Can I have a Coke? We'll wait till Nick gets back, and then I'll bring up my scenario.
Controversy?
No, it's not a controversy. It's just
Oh,
something
it's
I'm
not?
curious about.
Oh,
Um,
we're gonna poll the audience.
It actually works out well at the beginning of the end, because that's when it would happen.
Oh, interesting. I'm excited to hear it.
I'm sure you are.
I can hardly wait.
I mean, I don't know that we're going to be able to answer it. We probably need Linda or Alan here
Okay.
with their officiating.
I don't see either one of them.
I know.
I see Linda's husband. Maybe we can phone.
I already had a Coke today. I
Oh.
probably shouldn't have a second one, but oh well.
It's not the first time you've had 2 Cokes in one
That's
day.
correct. Yesterday was another one.
Oh, that's 4 in less than 24 hours.
That's okay. Oh, no, I had Gatorade last night, so I didn't have 2 Cokes.
Oh. That rock overcurled quite a bit.
It did.
If that was a called center guard, because it's a corner guard.
So we'll do a quick score update again. Sheet D, the Kennedys stole 3 in the second end to go up 4-0.
All right.
Sheet A, we still have no score hung from the first or the second end. They're just starting the third end. And sheet C,
Score of 1 red.
Red scored 1 in the second for a 2-1 lead for yellow.
That's right.
Oh, actually, sheet A is tied at 3 after 2 ends. They just hung that.
Yep.
So we have a, I think it was like supposed to be a corner guard maybe that came into the rings. Dave wants to just hit it.
This one's
Ooh,
looking like it's gonna catch the
over
curl.
curling. Oh, they're by it just a hair.
Very close. The weight was great.
So chance for yellow to split the rings here, go behind the red
The
corner
red
guard.
So Scott.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
So that one didn't quite curl the way they expected it.
But it did go in the ring, so they are sitting 2 now.
I'm back. Everyone missed me, yes?
We did miss
did.
you. We did miss you.
We actually just sat in silence for the last 3 minutes.
That's a Simon and Garfunkel song.
Did we lose any viewers while Nick was gone?
We did.
No.
We lost 3.
Oh, we did?
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
my God.
Yeah,
They
we're down
knew.
to
So
14
powerful.
now.
Oh, you were up to 17?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to try and hit Shot Rock.
It's a little down for a hit, but also nice
Line's-
room for that kind
Yeah.
of weight.
Line's great for it.
Yeah.
Might
Nice.
even get them both.
Oh, nice.
That's a nice call by Dave on the line there.
Yeah, very nice.
And good sweeping by Brandon as well.
Okay, so my question.
Let's hear it.
So I was watching a bunch of the European Championship games this week, and they actually had several times where they measured some shots that were close to biting to see if they were guards for the 5 rock rule.
Right?
And the one time, there was one that was questionable, and then there was also a rock that was like half in the forefoot. And my question was, what if there's a rock covering the pin? Do they move that to measure it?
I
Oh,
have
like the biter
no
bar, you mean?
idea.
Right, because you can't get the biter bar in with that rock there.
Yeah.
Or what if there's a rock that's in the house, clearly in the house, but it's blocking the biter bar from
Right.
getting to the
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Probably magic is involved.
Probably.
It's Europe.
Or
They have
here's
magic.
another scenario that could occur. What if there's a rock that is just outside the rings? Whoever's doing the biter bar accidentally pushes it into the rings. Do you have the option to leave it in the rings or put it back?
The official that's measuring, you mean?
Yeah,
The official's just like, screw it, we're starting again. This whole end is starting over.
because it could have implications if you're able to hit it now.
I
if
guess.
It's in.
You would hope they're more careful than that.
You'd hope. I felt just a bit inside of that rock.
If any
Real
of our
close.
viewers know the answer to any of those questions, we'd be delighted to hear them.
Even though it is the third end, that was not the trivia because we
That
don't
That
know
was
the
not
we
the
don't know the
trivia, because
answer.
we don't know the answer. Right.
calling for a hit.
Again, a little tight. But Sweeper, yeah, Sweeper's working hard on this one.
It's
No,
got the
no.
weight, for sure.
No, that's going to be a nice hit. Looks like it's going to be pretty close to nose.
A little bit of a flop, but I don't think it's under.
I mean, the double's there. Yeah,
See if they
it's-
call it or if they just go for maybe a hit on the one that's shot rock.
Yeah, well, I think
Well, they're actually calling the hit on.
you call the
second
hit
shot.
on second shot.
I think
here
it just
because-
roll over.
Yeah, you flop.
Yeah.
It flops towards shot rock, right?
Try
If you're lucky, you get the double, and if you're unlucky, at least you're rolling the right way.
Yeah, grouping them together.
So on to third rocks. We'd like to, Brandon Neff is throwing. We'd like to give a shout out
Oh,
from
yeah.
Mr. Brandon to room 8.
If you're watching this at a later date,
Yeah, woo, room 8. What does that mean?
his
It's
kids,
his kids.
Oh,
his students.
It's a little wide.
it's
Is it gonna?
gonna
It's
catch
trying.
a piece.
Whoop.
Yeah, just
Got it.
underneath.
Got it out, but didn't stick around.
That's where Brandon on the ice probably went, whoop. We do that on Wednesdays when we play together, and it's close to flashing.
Looks like the rocks are hanging on that center line, and then once they get over about halfway,
Yeah.
they start to go.
Terry looking around here. I think I still draw behind and split the rings.
Yeah, he's got the hammer here, so he's got the corner guard to work with. Why not use it?
Yeah.
Even though it's not his.
It's a lot of ice though.
That's a
Called.
really
This is
good
more
corner
than he
guard,
called the
too.
first time, when it ended up basically on the center line. So
I'm gonna.
perhaps the thrower didn't come out on the broom.
Yeah, I have to imagine that was involved because.
Still looks like a lot of ice though.
I agree, it looks like a lot of ice, but it's less ice than you'd expect for center line. Oh, this one looks like it's curling really hard, really early.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
just now crossing the center line.
the line looks pretty good actually if the weight's there.
Yeah, line looks great to me.
Sweepers are working hard.
Looks like
Just gonna
It's
touch.
just gonna bite.
Just gonna touch. Yeah.
that's
Line
kind of
is
all
really
they
good.
needed, though.
Yeah. You get that as far back as the tee line, it probably comes out the other side of that rock.
Now they'll hit the one that's open.
This is a more conservative call. If you wanted to get aggressive, you could try to draw behind. Put the force on, but that requires real precision.
Ooh, hard. This is
Oh.
curling past it. Ooh.
It's gonna.
That looks like they caught a curl that it didn't,
Yeah.
that they weren't anticipating.
They didn't anticipate that.
No, I think chance to draw around again. Ooh, I don't know about that, Terry.
Yeah, calling for the guard, like it looks like probably a biting guard, but that's not what I would call
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I think I'm putting another one around that corner.
For sure. I think that's definitely correct.
So that brings a 3 into play.
Right.
But and it also doesn't bring a double into play.
Right.
Because if you get a rock biting in the top 12 over on the side of that rock, those rocks are separated by 3 feet.
Yeah.
Not a gimme double, but certainly a lot easier.
Certainly
than-
makeable.
Yeah. Sweeper's not on this one. It might be heavy,
Yeah, it's
which might make
gonna
it a
be an
gimme
easier double.
Yeah. Yeah, those
Yeah,
are going to be.
That's going to be pretty easy.
pretty. You catch that top one right on the nose, they both go.
Yeah.
Oh, they've had a little bit of trouble with this line on hits, so
That's true.
I think Emily, Brandon.
FL ones. That missed one on this
Did
line
FL
too,
also
yeah.
throw one? Yeah, that's 3 that have just caught that curl.
Well, and David is giving
He's
himself
giving himself a
a
lot
lot
of
of
extra.
ice, which is.
But you
that's-
don't want to hit it on the outside at all.
No.
So
This is more ice than I would give myself. I will say that.
agreed. Definitely more ice than you would give me, who's notorious for flipping his hits out.
Also correct. Might be what
And
it-
draws, too.
I might,
Jesus. I will say this is my preferred side for a hit.
I might give this ice for Kyle.
What, the outturn, you mean?
Mhm.
I know my hit weight's not as much. My draw weight's usually not as much, too.
You were really
Basically, I come up light a lot.
good. He was throwing a lot of really good guards when we were up by 6 last night.
You were calling them.
I was not.
Yes, you were. You
No.
called guards until, like, the
Did
6th
not.
end.
Did not.
Yes, you did.
Not a bit of it.
Ladies.
I was there.
This one's catching that curl.
But
it's
sweepers are on it.
I think he's got it.
They don't need to be sweeping.
It's actually
'cause
just high,
it
just
needs
high
to
there.
get to the nose.
Yeah, they needed to come off that a little bit.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the rock was there.
He threw it very well.
Yeah. Bit of a misline call.
I think they were just a little scared based on some of the others that they had seen, but definitely had an opportunity to get both of those rocks to.
But there's
lead.
always, yeah. I mean, Terry's got to sink one around those guards now, I think.
I think yellow is still sitting
Or
too,
just
right?
draw it to the open side.
I think the red is biting, but it's not out counting the yellow that's biting.
Yeah, I
so.
think that's correct. And yeah, I think you still want to go behind the corner guard.
Yeah.
There's no reason to
Yeah,
go
top
open
8
side.
behind the corner guards.
Yeah.
If you go open side, you possibly set up a double. If you
Right.
go underneath, you don't. But they're spending a lot of time thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, you could draw one to the red that was just thrown on the open side if you were really good.
You could.
And then red would probably have no choice but to come around those corners.
But
The only risk of if you're yellow right here coming behind those corners is if you're deep.
and
Or
Red's-
hanging out, leaving a hit and roll behind for Dave.
and Dave's gonna have that draw behind cover. Like you can draw behind cover and be shot easily.
Yeah. A lot of room, lot of house to work
Not
with.
sure what the call is with this ice.
This looks like a center line kind of a guard.
That's an
Not a guard,
interesting
center line kind of a
choice.
rock, which is again not what I would call.
I can't imagine he's going for a guard though.
But I don't know what he would be guarding.
Right.
I can't,
So I think he's just trying to maybe put a biter.
But why would you do that?
Right.
I'm not asking that. I'm just saying that's probably what he's trying to do.
Quick knock
I
on the
mean,
window and ask him.
Here's a possibility. Maybe if red does get around there, then he has something to run in.
Yeah,
There
right,
you go.
The run for 4, which is the easiest shot in curling.
That's right.
Easiest.
Nevertheless, whatever is happening, it's starting now. Now.
Well, sweepers are down right away.
He
Yeah,
has not overthrown this rock, I don't think.
They don't believe so. I trust them. Yeah, this is not
It's like
going to
a
make it
guard.
into the house.
Yeah, maybe
This
a
is not what they wanted.
1 or 2.
Yeah, this is gonna make
Oh.
Dave's life a little easier.
Opens the door here for Dave to steal a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a really nice center guard, which
Yeah.
is the absolute
last thing you want.
thing you wanted. Yeah.
Well, maybe that is what they wanted, though, because that's the ice he seemed to take.
That's fair. I don't.
I mean, it's less than we would want, but
That's right.
maybe Terry is operating with a
It's-
different game plan.
It is not a strategy that I would have chosen, and I might yet be proven wrong.
It's a bold strategy,
It is.
Cotton.
I think
Just
it's more
wants
like
to
a
show us all his mad skills with the run back.
Yep.
bold strategy rayon.
Score
Dave's taking a
update.
lot
Oh,
of ice.
sorry.
here.
That is a
Score
lot of
update
ice.
on sheet D. Kennedy stole 2 more to go up 6-0 over yellow.
Big end for the juniors on C, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a 4?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're now up 6-1. And on sheet A, I believe that every rock, actually, that the Potomac Curling Club owns is in play.
No, there's 2 back there.
Even the ones that were in the back room.
The 40-year-old rocks that we haven't used in 3 years are in play on sheet A.
The little rockers.
Do we still
they're
have
all-
those?
I think
Yeah,
we might have
they're-
given them away.
I thought we
Did
donated
we?
them or
I
something.
think we might have donated them.
I thought some of them were still back there.
Maybe. But on sheet A, we do have 2 former Potomac members over there, Dan and Stephanie.
Good old
Is he
Dan
playing a
and
hit?
Steph.
I believe they moved down to Texas a couple years ago.
This
Dave
is
calling the
interesting.
hit again. Not.
It's on his red, so
Oh.
I hope he gets a
He
good
might
roll.
get a roll in there. I mean, he's going to roll the shot. It's going to be wide
but
open.
it's wide open and gave him a chance for 3. So.
Interesting call again.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he might have been thinking if we hit the yellow rock, the only way we can only give him 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the intention was to hit his,
Sure.
his red for sure, but
Right.
it's always hard to hit those rocks that are way out there on the edge of the sheet. So
Oh, for sure.
I think the easier shot would have been the draw.
Except
but
that beauty I made the other night. Remember that one?
Oh, it was a good one.
It's very nice.
You didn't see it, did you?
No,
No,
but
he didn't.
I just wanted.
But I told him. I texted him right after. I said, Nick.
I know.
My God. I was edging last night and it was so hot.
Oh my God.
Like your hedges, like your bushes outside. Is that what you mean?
I was edging my bushes. Yes,
OMG.
Gardening, landscaping. Curling after dark now.
Okay, back to the game.
And the viewers are dropping now.
So Terry's
So
forced
we're
to hit here since red is sitting the shot
Shot
rock,
rock, yeah.
but he can hit and stick for 3.
Looks pretty good.
This one looks good.
Yeah.
Sweepers are down.
I think they're just holding the line.
Yeah,
Oh, it is over. It is curling.
curling.
Oh, I think he's
It's
going to roll
make- I
out.
think it's going to make contact for sure. Whoa, there was a.
Yeah, he
It is going to roll out, so
Roll
it will
out.
only be a score of 2.
But still,
Some
2 with the hammer is the.
acrobatic jumping there by, I think, Scott. Sweeping.
The supporter's
jumping
on
over
its
that
way
center
down
guard.
the ice. All right, so all games are in the 4th end now. We're still waiting on a score on sheet A.
Got some good games out here. Got some less good games, but
2 close ones and 2 not so close ones.
which is 2 more close ones than we had last round.
All these kids out on the ice beating up on the adults.
I know. Showing them how it's done.
The guard is called here on sheet B. Good handle on this one, but
It will be a guard.
picks up the curl right here at the end. Stops just in front of the house.
Dave calling for top 8.
Looking to challenge the team. He's thinking that he can get some misses on their hits here.
Yeah.
Sweepers think this one's heavy.
It does
Yeah.
not look like.
Brandon's giving the shark fin sign, as we say.
Oh, is that? I never heard that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a secret that we a secret sign that we would give for when we think the rock is through.
I feel like it's not
Instead
as
of shouting,
secret
it's
as you think
through.
it is.
Well, when you're throwing, you can't see it. That's why it's a secret. Like if I threw it and I was heavy, I just see.
Oh, I always do
him
it like
and his
above my
back.
head
Here,
though.
yeah.
Oh no, we always just hide it.
Oh.
So it's so as not to make the thrower
So
feel
it's a
bad.
confidence.
So they have to wait to feel bad till they see it go through.
That's right.
Okay.
We don't want to, yell like it's heavy, it's through, and then they're like, oh shoot.
It's all about delaying the agony of the thrower.
It's very kind of you.
Or is it just
I
prolonging?
mean, I
Well,
didn't come up with
true.
it.
So trying the center guard from the other side this time.
This one looks like it's got a little bit
Yeah,
more
this one
weight.
might be in the house.
Yeah, it's
So
in
the
for sure.
T-liner passed.
It's
Oh, it dug in there at the end.
yeah, that
going
caught a
sideways.
lot of
Yeah.
curl at the end there. That curled about 4 feet after the hog line. Or at 3 feet, but still.
Dave wants to freeze right on it.
That's a
Aggressive, yeah. Interesting call. They have hammer, right?
They do have hammer.
Yeah, I'd be content hitting that rock and rolling to one side or the
Yeah,
other.
you could if you can get a little bit of a roll to the side that's guarded, set yourself up
Yeah.
real nice.
Someone's going to catch the curl soon.
Yep, and it has caught the curl.
It's going to be too late.
Might catch
Maybe they
the
can catch the guard
and not push
Can
it
they
through.
catch
Right.
it without removing it?
Do the tick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's
Oh,
nice.
they didn't catch enough of it, though.
Yeah.
But at least it's more of a corner guard for them now.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like Red is struggling to anticipate that curl on some of these hits, and I'm not sure if it's
I think it
just
might
the ice conditions or
some of it might be the inconsistency of the hit weights. They
Yeah.
seem to have a wide variety of hit weights.
Yeah. This one's going to be a guard.
They need to get on that for the line, though.
Nah, it's coming real hard now.
It will finish.
Yeah, there's a lot of finish on this side in
That
particular.
actually ended up nice there.
Yeah, that's a really nice guard.
Nice
Beautiful
guard.
shot. Pam?
Very nicely thrown. I think you
So
got to.
Dave can peel now. 5 rocks in play.
I think you have to throw the peel here. Now, if you catch shot rock, that's great. I
Right.
think you have to try to peel that guard. It's
I
a
think
really
so,
nice
too.
guard. Now, this is about the ice that he was calling for draws 2 ends ago. This rock
This
does
is that
look a-
straight
This
spot.
is the straighter side, but
Sweepers
Yeah,
are
the
on
sweepers
it.
are on it. I
Looks
don't
like the line is
know that they need to
wide.
use
to,
it.
Yeah.
trying to carve it now. It
Actually-
will make contact.
There's the curl. Pretty nice shot by FL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the call, just to bump it back.
Pump
I
it
think
back.
I think it might have been.
I think because any more weight on that, it might have just
Might have been
ran
through,
so
through,
straight.
yeah. And this does set up the jam if they do manage to take away this red rock, or at least hit
That's
this red
right.
rock. They might jam
Leaving
into
leaving
back.
that yellow back there as a catcher will benefit deep Tzatziki.
deep yeah, we say that now, but that also does cut down the scoring area if they find themselves drawing later in the game.
Ham's rock is looking wide here.
Yeah, at hit weight they
Yeah.
run real straight,
And
that's
that one's
Gonna go
got
right
a lot of
through.
weight.
demonstrating that.
Just
Oh,
through. It's probably better that it didn't actually.
yeah, because that might have
Tick
just
that one.
ticked it under cover. I think they can see this yellow rock in the back on the other side now, but I don't
agree.
Think
I
you
don't
wanna,
think you need to go after it.
yeah, I don't think you want to go after it even.
I don't mind like maybe playing a little split on that red to get it a little under and roll the shooter over. Since you do
Maybe.
have that catcher there,
You
your
can't
weight
punch
can
it
be a
far,
little
though, because it's almost to the tee line.
I don't. Maybe I still like the peel. I might still like the peel.
They're
I don't
hitting-
hate the peel.
they're
I don't
hit-
hate the. I
They're
mean,
calling the hit on the yellow.
they've already decided to play to the center early, so I don't hate
Yeah.
just sticking with it and going to the top 8 here.
Yeah. that's
Weight
fair.
needs to be at least hack here, otherwise I think it's going to overcurl on him.
Are they
FL
playing
was
the
a-
hit?
Yes.
Yeah,
FL was a little wide of the broom.
Yeah, I
I,
think
have a pretty good angle for this shot, but
if,
if the weight's good, it'll
it's coming
probably
back
by-
now. I don't know if it's going to come back all the way, but it's certainly coming back. Oh, there's that. Look at that curl right there at the end. My goodness. That is an interesting result.
It's not bad, but it's also not great.
It's not great. I agree.
It's not easy to get that red out without crashing on something.
That's true.
Yeah, can they see any of that red, Nick, from where you're?
Oh, yeah, they can see probably 2/3 of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe just sort of blast
Just on that
it.
straight spot, I don't know if they
through
can cross the
the-
face to get it out
You got to get it through the hole here.
that side of the sheet. So
You kind of don't care if you jam it on the other
On the
red,
red,
rock.
right.
Yeah.
Getting it through the port would be really difficult because that's a really thin angle.
it's
on
over.
the
Yeah,
board.
I think it looks fine.
watch her do it.
I think
Right?
it's going right through the hole.
No, it's going into the red. I think.
It's going to do the double.
Oh,
Real nice.
Perf.
well that works.
That's a pretty good. That's a really nice shot, actually. Yeah, once you started playing to the center, you kind of are forced to play to the center.
Yep. And Brandon came up heavy a couple times throwing this line in the second end. So we'll
Dave also
see
taking a good 1.5 foot more ice than he was taking 2 ends ago.
before.
This does not look like.
Don't want to. Yeah. It's past. Or no, is
You
it past the
might-
guard?
Yeah,
I think they're trying to get the wick.
Get the
but
wick, and they might just catch a piece of it.
Ooh, not
Oh.
quite.
Could not have got any narrower on that rock.
So tough line for Brandon.
Just a bit more weight, just a bit more weight than they wanted, or just,
Yeah,
or if you throw just a bit more weight than he did,
yeah.
they
I
get the
don't.
wreck.
Right. Yeah, I mean the way you would want to wreck on that one is on the center guard, right?
Oh yeah,
Not on the corner.
Right.
yeah.
I like throwing this on this side of the sheet if you're Team Yellow here because they've obviously struggled throwing the other one. So
Yeah, and you see that it curls a lot, but this looks like just a bit heavy.
yeah, it's going to be back house.
And it's going to set up a pretty. I don't even know that you want to.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that
don't
rock
think he'd
is
sweep that. Yeah.
Throwing fully sideways.
Now, there's a lot of curl on that side. My goodness.
Dave's still gonna stick
I
with
will-
this out
I
turn
would
draw.
go the other side, to be honest, but
I can see the merits to both calls.
whatever they feel more comfortable. They've definitely seen more,
That's certainly
but they've
true.
also seen them sail right through.
Well, hope springs eternal. Brandon brings the weight down just a couple feet, and he's got some really nice shots here.
Might
This does
have
look like
gotten
it's a
this
little
one
bit
started
less.
a bit.
I think the line's going to be good. They're around the guard for sure. This is all in the sweepers.
Weight looks
Ooh,
great.
take a look, sweepers.
No, I think they need to keep going.
Do they?
Yeah, I think they need to get it all.
Well, if they
the way.
want to be frozen, they do, but I don't
No,
know
I
if
don't
they
think they want to
need
be frozen. I think they need to be
Right.
shot.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, nice throw, Brandon.
That's a really
That's
nice
a great
shot by them.
adjustment.
Yeah, great shot.
Shout out to Mr. Brandon.
And the sweepers. a
Room
good-
8 is cheering loudly. We can hear him up
Yep.
in, where does he work?
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. What? Where's it? Aberdeen? My goodness.
Mhm.
Scotland.
I mean, that's commute. That's a commute. I realized that people would want to come from Scotland to play at Potomac Curling.
That's right. Make the voyage.
I'm waiting for a few to come over.
You're, look,
I know the few you're waiting on. You'll be waiting a while.
Ah,
he's already met the in-laws.
I have. True. Andy liked one of my tweets, so.
Wow, you're basically,
You're practically engaged.
I know.
and that's why I married to Greg Smith.
True.
Greg Smith, who represented Newfoundland Labrador at the Briar 2 years ago. My new husband.
He's got a pretty good social media account if you
So-
If you-
follow him.
If you know Newfoundland Labrador politics, he's very active.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I see a lot of things I don't understand at all. This bridging differences is what makes the relationship work.
So is Terry trying to do a lighter weight takeout here?
I think you could pick that rock out.
Yeah, you might be able to. It looks
I think
pretty
I
well
would come-
buried,
I
but
would still play to the other side. I think you can throw the weight and get the curl. I don't know that you're going to get the curl on this side.
I think you might just concede the one. But I could be wrong. This looks like a real nice shot, actually. Yeah, a real nice shot by Terry there. Picks the rock clean, leaves him sitting 3.
See if Dave can manufacture another Skip's Deuce.
I won't say it.
Thank you. Everyone thanks you.
Speaking of deuces, what's happening on sheet D?
Looks like it was a score of 1 for red, so they're going to go up 7 to nothing.
Uh-oh.
Yellow trying to get in the game.
The dignity point, as it's sometimes called.
Yeah.
What are the numbers on their sweatshirts mean? Any
Well,
significance?
I haven't seen them. I see a
32 is
32.
clearly the age of Grandpa.
That's right.
And,
Well, Hudson was wearing 15.
He was wearing 15.
Right. Cedar has 4, though.
which is
Maybe it's
his-
just their favorite numbers.
Maybe.
Maybe they were watching Sesame Street earlier, and that's the.
Could be. This looks a little light, maybe.
Yeah, the sweepers are on this one real hard. It looks like it is curling just.
Might be by the-
I think it's by.
Yeah, I think it's by. Oh, they're
It's by.
fine.
They
I
have to
think-
stay on it, though.
No, I don't think they do.
No, they don't.
Oh, it was very heavy.
Yeah, that was all for line there.
That's
But-
not terrible, though. It's
That's a good
tough to get
result.
out of there.
Yeah, it's hard to get out. It does leave Terry the draw just on top of it,
Right.
but
Yep.
definitely takes away 3 rocks from scoring contention there. Definitely a good call by FL. That was definitely a line call rather than a late
Yeah.
call.
Great team shot.
I think that looks like draw. Wait,
There's a big score that was opened up on sheet C.
Uh-oh.
It is now 10-1.
Oh, wow.
I just noticed.
Yeah, I think that these juniors might be looking for competitive glory.
Yeah.
And,
They're out for blood.
and they're playing against a team that may be a little bit overmatched. But
Sweepers are on this. It's looking good.
Yep. Line looks nice. Weight looks fine. Little bump.
actually, that's a pretty big bump.
Well, big
actually.
bump, but yeah.
But it will absolutely eliminate
Force
the
is
possibility
on.
of the
Yeah.
deuce. Well, it is, so you could throw the really flat in off. to get
Right.
to.
Don't think he's going to do that.
I don't think he's
Would not recommend it. I don't know if our rocks could make that. Could they?
Yeah, I think so. If you
I
can
think
throw
they
enough.
could. If you
With
can
huge,
throw,
with Eli's weight, maybe.
if you can throw a 6-second
Right.
hog to hog, yeah, you
Yeah,
could probably do that. In
because
fact,
you only need to
I've
move
seen
it.
Eli do that.
Right.
actually.
Hudson can throw some,
Yeah.
some pretty big weight, too.
I mean, I can too, but I can't do it accurately.
Right.
Right.
I can get it down the sheet in like 3 seconds if I have
Rob
to.
Myers could throw it.
That's true. Like I can shove a rock like man, but Rob Myers, right? He can throw a 6-second hog to hog and it still curls a foot. Like I don't know how he does it. It's amazing.
It's hard to put a good rotation when you're using a stick.
I guess that's true.
Pressure's on Dave here.
He just threw this,
He
though.
did just throw this
Did
rock,
just throw
yeah.
it, but he's
And
drawing
he-
against 2, doesn't want to wreck.
He can be
There's-
a little bit.
There's
oh,
certainly obstacles to wreck on.
This one's got a bit more room.
Yeah, it looks like it's hot. Dave is, or not
Oh.
Dave, Brandon is doing the shark fin again.
Well, I don't think they need a sweep.
Yeah, I think that they might just
Suck
get
it in,
it.
suck
I
it
think
in.
they got it.
They got
Nice
it.
throw,
They got
Dave.
it. Nice throw, Dave. Really nice.
Very
I'm
nice.
waving at him. Good
And he didn't
job.
see you.
No, he didn't.
No, he loves me. He saw it.
He does love you.
spiritually.
He loves you, yeah.
So
yeah,
tied up after
yeah.
4. Good game here on
Yeah,
the
we've got
feature
a-
sheet.
We've got a barn burner.
We are burning barns.
This is
Sheet
definitely
A is still a good game. Is a good
Yeah.
game too.
Yeah.
It's 5-4 over on sheet A. 5-5 for yellow, who are some guys, and red for some
That's their team name.
other
Some guys. And the other.
But in Greek.
That's right. Some gyros or heroes.
Okay, so we'll do our trivia question halfway through the game.
There we go.
Is everyone excited?
I'm
I know
so
you're super
I
excited.
know the
am
fans are
beside
excited.
myself with joy.
I know. Okay. So I figured we relate it to Greece and curling. So Olympic Games originated in Greece, not the winter, but Olympic Games in general.
Yep.
Yep.
So, in what year and in what city or country did curling make its debut?
As a medal sport or as a demonstration sport?
Just curling at all. Or you can answer both
Oh,
ways.
do you know what? You're right. It doesn't actually matter. You're right.
No, it does. Well, no, yeah.
It doesn't actually
Well,
matter. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Should we give the fans a second to
We
comment?
should,
Yeah.
we should have
We'll give the
Not
answer
that
at
anyone
the.
has commented during the webcast at all.
We'll
log
give
in
the
now.
answer at the end of the end.
Now would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, maybe
to
we're like maybe the comments are turned off or something.
No. It
No.
says welcome to the live
Oh.
chat.
Someone say hi.
Tell us you love us and that we're pretty.
But does Nick Dotlin think he knows the answer? And you can't cheat. No cheating. Googling.
Oh, no. So I'm getting text from Catherine, who's telling us to take a look at the chat. So there must be a chat
it's
somewhere.
up.
Oh.
We're
have
not
it up.
seeing it. We're trying, Catherine. We love you.
Oh, there it is.
All right, I'll have to catch us up after. There haven't been that many. It will not take that long.
Wilson said you know nothing, Nick.
That is true. I am Jon Snow, except way taller and way prettier and way
Aw.
smarter.
Oh, Ron,
Emily's
no,
husband,
no, no,
Ron,
no more
commented that I had
singing.
beautiful singing.
No,
Thanks, Ron.
No, no, no.
Perhaps we'll get another sample.
I don't see that. It says more singing. It didn't say it's beautiful.
Well, obviously he liked
Oh, no,
it.
it does say that. So
Yeah. So shut up. We've given some updates on the other sheets. So Ron wants more singing, asking Nick to sing.
oh, someone wants to know what is the hog-to-hog time for a T-line.
I don't have a stopwatch.
Good question. Usually it's our ice is like, what,
370.
14?
14 and a half.
14 and a half.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, Ken's got a hog to hog.
What? No, we don't.
What?
Ken's got a hog to hog. 13.7.
Are you timing it, or
seconds.
is there some other?
That's me.
Okay. OMG, we have everything on
I
this.
mean, I think we need to take this opportunity to really give
Yes.
Ken Clark a shout out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All of the work and
He's put a lot of work into the
an
technical
effort that
side
he's
of
put
this, and
into
he's
to
been a-
really upping the game on our web stream services. So
for the 17 people watching right now. Ken Clark deserves a round of applause.
that's right.
Yay.
Snaps for Ken.
Hopefully we're not bringing it down too much.
Now we're just talking about the comments, and I have no idea what's happening in the game.
There's a few
Yeah.
rocks in play.
Some people are.
They're
around,
yellow.
I don't know.
There's some red
One's
guards.
red. Oh, two are red.
So similar strategy Dave's playing again here is hitting the yellows in the house and could get a double and maybe roll behind the guards.
Ken, do we have a hog-to-hog on T-line draws?
Yes.
We do?
It was
like,
like,
do we know what it is? I'm getting a request.
I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, wow.
What do we have to do to get that information? We have to watch a
We've
rock
got
and
to
time it?
We have to pay attention?
Or are there like cameras
wait, I
that
thought we did have one.
That's
it was
Ken's
like
job.
No, it just showed you what the last
It's
rock
one last
was.
rock.
So
Oh.
so it looks like the last
So we have to
one-
wait till there was a T-line draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't understand that
Got
before,
it.
so I
Got it.
was probably giving some misinformation.
Wait, does that mean you've got like a timer?
Yeah, it's
like,
the
Is there a
computer, like-
camera that's catching it?
What kind of internet magic are you doing?
Yeah. What is this wizardry? Oh, Claudad's in the chat saying "duh." Thanks, thanks, Dad.
All right, fine. I've been scolded by an old.
All right, Dave, call a T-line draw here. we need a hog-to-hog.
Even though that is probably not the shot.
Just
he
hold
should
up
be
a
calling.
sign. Say they need to call that.
We need a draw here. Now this does look like the pick out and kind of roll underneath.
Similar path to the one that was just thrown by FL. This one's taken off.
Yeah, this is not
Off to the races.
not big weight.
I think they're by it already, are they?
The danger now is they're going to hit their own in the back.
Yeah, they still need to.
You gotta hope this curls to nose.
They're gonna
and
replace
it's
it
not
a little
gonna.
higher.
Oh no, it is.
It is, yeah.
It's a little bit
Okay,
better.
it's better now.
And it's actually a little bit more covered.
Yeah.
Not a huge bonus, but. Did we get a hug to hug on that one?
It was 12.5.
12 and a half. That was probably bumper, so probably about 14 and a half. To T. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're throwing it here.
All right, let's
so
see it.
All right.
Pam, make it good.
Give it a
Pam's
little-
going to be pretty close here.
Yeah, she gave it a little bit there. Calling it for line, I assume.
The line looks fine. Or, like, needs to curl.
Yeah, this one's a little heavy.
Brandon,
Yeah.
you're in the way.
Might have gotten a little bit aggressive there. It's going to chip their own.
It's going to wind up
looked
being
like-
T-line, but not via...
Yeah. That was at least back line, probably. That was 13.1.
But that's
Yeah.
a really nice result.
It's a great
Yeah.
result. Fantastic, I would say, even. Behind a stagger.
You know, if you're Davier, though, you can draw. I think you can draw on top of that and really put the force on.
Yeah.
You don't need to score here. Just force them to one.
Looks like he wants to play the hit and maybe try for the double. Can
That's-
Brandon throw this big weight?
Nope.
He yes, he can.
He can.
He
but
can, but he didn't.
It's a pretty big weight.
I get the roll in here still.
You know what?
So take it back.
Yeah. He's shot rock now.
He didn't throw the weight that was required, but it was a very nice shot.
Yellow will be content to try and take out this red rock.
Careful not to leave a double, though.
This one's still on the outside.
Yeah, this
isn't
is
it?
tracking a bit. Oh, no, here it comes. That's a nice result.
Yeah.
You can still get to the inside of it and get the double. You can also
Yeah.
get the outside
I think you
double.
play the outside, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The outside double has the disadvantage of you lose the shoot.
Well, the inside's like super thin, right?
Oh my God, so am I.
oh my God,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, I don't hate just hitting and flopping in front of that yellow
if-
either.
if you hit and flop a little bit towards the center, you
Shrink
make
the
it really
scoring
hard
area.
for them to score too.
Yeah.
This is good weight from Brandon.
He's trying to prove you wrong from last.
I mean,
This one's gonna
it's gonna
Get to
roll
nose?
gonna
more.
jam on the. Oh no, it didn't jam, but don't think it was the result they wanted either.
No, it's not terrible, but it's not.
As Nick Datlow says on Thursdays, good try.
Not anymore. I say that on Sundays a lot.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy says I still need to sing. It'll happen.
Did anyone answer our fourth end trivia question?
Yeah, no one's given an answer.
No.
yet. Kim wants to know if the announcers are drinking. We are all
I'm drinking a Coke.
Kyle is drinking Coke, so
But not
probably the
Coke.
worst of the three of us.
Ooh, actually.
That is
Bit
I've
of a
had
miss
a
there.
drink.
that is an unfortunate result there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dave can put up a nice guard here. It's going to
he's
be real
looking at-
tough.
He's looking. Yeah, I think.
Ooh,
he's
don't
look-
hit.
Yeah, he's looking at the hit, but that's not the right call. You throw the guard here.
Yeah, anywhere on that side of the center line. Just.
FL puts the broom down with a suggestion, and Dave moves it about 1.5 feet. Yeah, you could afford to be on the high side of center here. If you over curl center,
Right.
it doesn't do you any good. So
Yeah.
And the front end is confirming. They'd prefer to be on the high side or on the center line rather than overcurl. High side's better here.
Yeah, no more than biting the center line, probably.
Yeah.
See, now Dave came up a little bit heavy last end on his draw, so we'll see if he can find guard weight here.
He had backing, so you can
He
overthrow
did.
that. So. But yeah, here if you overthrow it, you end up setting up a double.
Right.
So he's got to make sure he's pretty close on the guard.
Yeah, line is definitely most important on this shot.
Sweepers are on it early.
It's got a ways to curl, though.
Sure does.
I think they think that it's curling now. I think. Oh no, they've switched. Look. It looks like Brandon's not close.
I think that rock's gonna
Needs
be
a
wide
few more
open.
feet of curl, though.
Yeah, they need to keep it moving.
Okay.
And it is stopped, but it leaves a good 3 feet of port for them
Yeah.
to get to it.
I guess it is technically a port, but it's
Yeah,
a lot of space.
It's a port like Long Beach, right?
Mhm.
Anyone can get into it. It's a port like, never mind.
Yeah, please.
It's only 10:19.
Yeah, those comments are after 11 only.
Oh, we need to hope a game goes that way.
You can just stay on the commentary.
Slow it down, everyone.
Oh, you gotta slow it down.
The hit definitely the call here.
Good
Oh,
effort.
sheet D has concluded. They're pushing the rocks back after the 5th end.
Yeah, they didn't hang scores after the 3rd, so
Was not particularly close. Sheet C.
And Terry is way out there.
He may get the
They
run.
might get the
Right.
run.
He may get the run double here.
No.
No.
No,
Double on his
Oh,
own.
no. That
Oh,
could not have gone
yeah.
worse. Ooh.
Yikes.
It literally couldn't have.
Even
Oy.
deep Tzatziki is kind of like, ooh, ouch on
Yeah.
that one.
They'll take it, though.
I mean, points are points, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
so now
that's-
Dave just wants a little less ice, I think, or maybe
Same
Yeah.
way.
don't get out quite so
yeah.
far.
yeah, he's taking about 6 inches less ice, maybe even a foot less ice.
It'd be real tough to score if he can make a good guard here.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even mind if one is
Biting,
biting the
yeah.
12-foot because that really would put the pressure on
Put some
yellow.
screws on. Over on sheet C, the Pittsburgh team has put up a deuce, bringing them within an
Nope. Nope, they didn't.
They didn't do that. Bringing them within an 8-ender of the lead.
Sure,
So,
yeah. And they have it set up now for that to happen, so.
Back on our feature sheet, Dave Strock is away.
This one's curling.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a little
the
heavier
line might be
than
okay.
we had
I think the
anticipated.
weight looks pretty good. You know, if you get this right on top
I
of
think
the,
it looks heavy.
if
but
you get
that's
this
just
right
me.
on the button, that's also not
Right,
bad.
right.
Yeah,
It's gonna overcurl.
it's gonna
a bit. Yeah.
overcurl by a lot.
Yeah, just get it in there. And then,
But honestly, like 3 rocks in the 4-foot, that's
Right.
even if you draw perfectly, you're only getting 1. But you need to be like really careful. to
Yeah,
not
it
overcurl.
certainly makes it a less pressure shot than if that had been a good guard.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, if you're light, you're in trouble.
that's right. Or if you're heavy and wide, you're also in trouble.
Girl, and I am heavy and wide. Despite being skinny earlier, I am heavy and wide.
Terry's discussing the shot with his teammates.
He's like, I should probably not double out my own rock. I'm interpreting his body language.
I think that's about right.
The good
What
news
he's
is,
likely not saying is, what happened with that last one?
should I do that again? The good news is he has no rock of his own to double out. at
True.
this point.
No, but there are 2 reds that could be popped in for a 4th in the event that Oh no, I said it.
No.
Oh no.
I think it's okay.
I don't think he's.
He's
that
fine.
heavy.
He's fine.
They might. It might overcurl actually. No, it's good. I think it's.
I think it's fine.
Beautiful shot.
That's the single for sure.
So
Very nice.
yeah.
Very
Yellow
nice.
gets out of an interesting spot on that one.
Terry's
Yeah,
wiping
Terry's
his
wiping
brow.
it
Yeah.
Wipes the sweat away, throws a little extra pebble onto the ice as a
Yep.
result.
Okay, who wants to answer the trivia question?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't remember the.
Where did
Oh, I do.
Aw.
where was the first curling
I
game?
believe it
Right?
was Paris in 1932.
That's a very specific
Okay, that's Nick
uh,
answer.
Datlow's guess. Well, that was the question.
Oh, the year as well?
And the city, yeah.
I don't even want to give an answer because I'm terrible at this.
Well, just guess.
I will say I'll do the year first. 1909.
So there were no Olympics. In
Wait, I thought.
Yeah. First, there were never Olympics in an odd year.
Okay, I didn't know that was the question. I thought it was just like the first curling ever.
No.
So you realize the sport was invented in the 17th century.
Right, that's why I guessed 19.
Okay, the question was, it's related to Greece for the Olympics.
Okay, Athens.
So at what Olympics, year and city, did curling make its debut?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm not even going
well.
to try and guess. It's not Pyeongchang,
It was not Pyeongchang.
No.
nor Sochi,
No.
nor Vancouver.
Nick Datlow's pretty close.
So, all right, what was it?
So you win.
Is anyone guessing online? No.
No. Way to
High five.
go. Giving some congratulations.
So you have the country
to
right.
Cedar.
It was
The city's wrong,
Oh.
and you're 8 years off.
Wait,
It's
so it is
24?
France?
24.
1924, and that would have. Wasn't Paris? Was it Lyon?
Was it what?
Lyon?
Nice?
No.
That's at Italy?
Where else has it been? Grenoble.
Chamonix.
Oh, Chamonix. Oh. That's what I wear to bed is a Chamonix. No, I remember hearing about how curling had been a sport for like one Olympiad. And like there were 3 teams and the scores tended to be like 40-2,
Yeah.
which is why it wasn't an Olympic
Well, so
sport
who won
for-
the gold medal?
Out of those 3 teams?
Was
Uh-huh.
it the UK?
It was.
Yeah.
Well, Great Britain, but
Great
same
Britain,
thing,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And then France was second and third was like
Maybe.
your mom,
Yeah.
the Republic of
A
your
team
mom.
of 1.
And which is why it wasn't a sport again until 1998. Not going to.
Officially. It was in 88, I believe it came back as a demonstration.
98 was the demonstration year. The first year was this medal sport was at Salt Lake in 2002.
2002.
I'm pretty sure whatever I looked up said 88.
Well, so that was the Summer Olympics, and that would have been in Seoul.
No, 88 would have been. Because
Oh,
remember they, up
that's
until,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
Up until
was-
92, they were,
The 88 winters, was that Calgary? That was
I
Calgary.
don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, 88 was Calgary. That might have been. That would have made sense. That would have been demonstration for it in Calgary.
Back to curling.
We were talking about curling.
Yeah.
Oh, but in my head, I was thinking about I, Tanya.
Because we brought up the Olympics, the Winter
Yeah,
Olympics.
so that's what I was telling myself out loud. Pay attention to the curling game.
Do you know the answer to what Olympics the I, Tanya drama happened?
1992.
It sounds right.
I think so. And then
It
was when it was every 2 years.
It was Lillehammer, right? Like
Yes.
it wasn't every 2 years. Like
Yeah.
it was one that they like. It was Lillehammer and Albertville like back to back.
Yeah.
And I think it was Lillehammer was 94. I think Albertville was 92 and Lillehammer was 94.
Yeah, that sounds
Maybe.
right. Use this opportunity to plug I, Tanya.
For all of your clubbing knee needs.
Why?
Oh, Nancy Kerrigan.
So most people probably don't know this, but Tanya Harding was on a recent
Boxing?
season. She's done boxing. She's also on a recent season of
Dancing with the Stars.
and,
Was she?
and
Yes, she was.
Celebrity Worst Cooks.
Oh, God.
Which I
She's
believe-
doing the
which I believe
she's
she
doing the
won.
celebrity
Oh.
reality show circuit. She's gonna show up on
Yeah.
The Amazing Race with
Oh, God.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, I thought there was a celebrity show called Circuit where she would just like show up tweaking on drugs and like just get laid all the time.
Not yet, but if CBS, if you're listening,
It's not Celebrity Circuit Party.
She'd be interesting on Celebrity Big Brother.
I would watch her on anything.
There's curling happening. What's that?
This one's looking pretty good.
It's curling a bunch, but actually it looks like it lost the handle right there at the end. Which might have helped. It's still in play.
Red's sitting 3 now without hammer. Or no,
No,
they
with
have
hammer. Yeah.
So they're sitting in a great spot.
Shot rock is accessible here. But the line for the roll is tough here.
And choosing to come off the center to the outside of the sheet.
Calling for the sweep. It is curling.
Yep. We knew it would.
It's curling hard.
Yeah, it's going to be by it.
Yeah. They catch their own at the back again.
Nope.
I think they'll be past their own at the back, too. Nope, I'm wrong.
No, you're
Yep.
not.
Oh, I was right.
To be fair, I had the best vantage point for that shot.
True.
So
I don't know. Mine's pretty good here.
Mine was terrible. And yet I called it anyway.
you did. So props to you.
Dave, yeah, with a bit
Yeah,
of a
you don't-
conundrum here. Where do you put this rock? Your shot.
I don't hate a split now.
I don't hate the split. I don't hate the peel. The way you give up a point is if they get a rock undercover behind those.
Yeah, I was going
Right.
to say, I don't hate the peel
I don't hate
either.
the peel.
This one's way on the edge of the sheet, so
Yeah.
maybe some fresh. Emily sweeping.
Sweepers think they need it here.
Yeah, I don't think this is
I
going to
would
make it
tend
back.
to agree.
Looks
This
like
is
a
gonna
guard.
It's going to be pretty tight.
It might actually be a pretty nice corner guard.
No, it's going to be it's definitely going to be a corner guard, but not probably what they were looking for.
Yeah, no, I think not.
But usable stone.
Looks like sheet B has wrapped up. Or sorry, we're on
Yeah.
sheet B. Sheet C.
Well,
Oh,
they're
no,
going
they are
back to the other
playing.
end. I think the Pittsburgh team looks like they may not.
Did they get the 8 under?
Steal
no.
of 4.
No, it's a take of 4.
It's
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's a take of 4, but they
I am-
are 1 point away from wrapping the board.
I'm pretty sure we've never hung a thing under 14 before.
Wait, what?
I
Oh,
think-
hung a yeah.
I'm sure the people have gotten 14 points. I don't think anyone's ever hung.
Oh, right.
yeah. Ooh.
They're kids.
They're kids.
So hits the red rock that was in the top of the house, but doesn't remove it.
You
So
know,
you got to make a play on that yellow rock. I mean, you don't have to.
You don't
but
have to yet.
Now, yeah,
You
not
don't have to
now.
yet. I still think the peel of that yellow rock
Right.
is a shot. The problem is it's much harder to peel now.
I mean, that's
Right.
that's the only rock that can hurt you. But how do you get rid of it without leaving one and getting rid of any of your reds?
You throw peel weight and
Yeah.
hit it just a hair high.
Just a piece.
But they're going after this rock here on the edge, and this looks
Yeah.
pretty good actually.
Needs to curl.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes. I think they'll get it.
They will get it, but I think they'll roll
Gonna
out.
roll out.
I don't think they care so much about rolling out. I mean, it'd be nice to keep that shooter in play, but.
Yellow's thrown this line a couple times already. Should know it.
Yeah, this one's popped a little bit off, but they've been curling enough. It should come back.
I don't think
easy.
they need a sweep yet.
Here
Looks
it
pretty
comes.
good.
Yeah, they're going to get to it.
Looks great.
Could jam on this back. No, I think
No,
it's,
I think they'll be past it, and I think they're going to overroll.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, Dave's on that one hard.
Now you could peel, but I don't know that you would want to.
You could peel. You could also come under your own guard now, right? You throw that one a little bit better. I don't think
I
you
like
want to go
this
to the
corner, yeah.
Don't go behind the center.
I mean, the danger of not going to the center is that
Is
then
if they go
Terry
there
goes to the
first,
center,
right.
yeah. Which is why I like the peel, because then there's no center to go to.
That's right.
But they're calling to go under their own guard, or corner guard.
Because if they do peel that center, it's not the easiest double on that left side of the sheet as we look
No.
at it.
Well, even getting to that is difficult, because you got
That's
to go
right.
way out to the edge of the sheet.
No, on this sheet is not.
Looks like
Plenty
the
of weight.
sweepers are on it for the weight, but yeah, I think it's got plenty.
Could bring it down to this back yellow if it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's going to finish up back 4.
Just,
Okay.
I think maybe a bit much ice, because the weight was pretty good and just didn't curl quite enough.
It's like they're going to try and freeze to it.
That's super aggressive.
It is.
If you miss it, you're setting up 4 here.
Oh, is he rethinking it? No?
Nope.
No, you never second guess as a skip. You just get in there and chuck rocks.
Just looking at it.
I mean, to remove it, you
Oh.
need to get to nose, because it may jam on that. Well, I don't know if it jams.
Terry is unsure here.
I think you could get over nose on this shot rock. I think that's actually fairly easy to get over nose.
Okay. Did our chat stop?
Yeah, it's quieted down a little bit.
Oh. I mean, I guess after we hadn't watched it for 5 ends.
There are 19 people viewing,
Yeah.
though.
Wow. At least we're still popular.
Yeah, thank God.
They're waiting for 11 o'clock so you can start
Start getting
your,
really blue.
Yeah.
See if Terry can make this clutch
Whoop,
shot here.
that one was slipped out a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's popped this one a little bit. He might be on his own guard.
Yeah.
actually.
So they might want to sweep it if they want to.
Maybe he's playing the peel for Dave.
Yeah, they're not going to get back to shot rock. And they are going to peel their own guard.
Oh no.
Which leaves Dave sitting 3. And
No center guards either.
Yeah, in definite control of this end.
I think I'd rather put something where his broom is as opposed to coming under that center,
Yeah.
because then the freeze you do leave them the freeze.
There was a lot of tapping within about 7 inches of the top of the 12-foot. So I think kind of generally in that area is what they're looking for. Once again, 97 rocks in play on sheet A.
Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3,
There
5
there
yellow
may be some
guards and
extras
4
from
red
sheet
guards.
B over there.
13 rocks in play. 1 out. A lot of rocks in play on sheet A.
That is correct.
Oh, we're getting a hug from Dan and FL here.
She was also noticing how many rocks they have in play, and she's thinking, that's sweet. That's really great, guys.
That's cute. That's real cute.
That's real cute.
You guys are real rock stars.
We should have invited her.
We should have.
You want color.
She lives in Columbia.
She sure does.
A little bit wide here, FL says. But it looks not light.
Yeah, not light.
It looks
actually
it looks
pretty good.
okay to me. I like it a lot.
Brandon's on it.
I don't think he needs
I think
to.
they're right down to
I
it.
think Emily should be on it rather than Brandon.
Yeah.
It's going to finish top
Freeze
4.
it on there, Emily.
Gonna be frozen.
Not quite.
No, not quite frozen.
Well, I don't hate it at all.
It leaves a double.
Yeah.
It
but-
makes the freeze the toughest, which I think was the main objective, was to not leave them that freeze. So
I think you could make the double and roll a bit under, which makes it tough, but still leaves the possibility of 3. But it looks like Terry's calling for the just draw to the button.
Interesting.
Not.
I love that he just nudged Nick's broom with his stabilizer.
Interesting call here. Yeah, I'm not sure where he's planning on hiding.
But he was very confident in it. He took him very little time to decide where he wanted to throw.
Nowhere to hide. I think he's trying the freeze. Don't you agree?
On which one, though?
I think like the corner freeze on the back one.
No, you can't get
I
there.
don't think you can corner. You
Yeah.
can corner freeze on the back one from the
I
outside.
mean, I don't know what else he'd be
Right.
trying with this ice.
I think he's trying to draw the pin, which doesn't make any sense to me. Again, he was tapping places with the stabilizer. He was indicating.
Right. Well, we'll see where it ends up.
Well,
Looks heavy.
yeah,
Maybe. Maybe
I
not.
agree.
So the sweepers don't seem to think it's heavy.
Well, I do.
And now they've changed their mind. Maybe they do think it's heavy.
It's definitely heavy. But will it make contact with
What's
the
our
red
hot to hot?
first?
Ooh, 11.6.
That's hot.
Oh, that is through.
Oh, hot, hot,
This
hot.
is going to give Dave a draw
Woof.
for 5. My
Woof.
goodness.
Oof.
With literally no risk of
Yeah.
less than 4.
Unless it picks.
And
even then.
it's still 4.
Even then. Yeah, so he's got a little bit of backing here, and this may break the game wide open for
Like
team.
crack it right open.
Might get them in some deep tzatziki.
Really just needs to touch a little more than paint.
Yeah, half on the 12 will do it for him.
And he just threw it, so.
I've overthrown this rock a significant number of times. in
I've
my career.
underthrown
I was going to
this
say,
rock
a
many
teammate of
times.
mine underthrew it on Wednesday.
Who was that?
Rhymes with Schmeil Schmeider.
Oh. Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's new here.
He doesn't even go here.
Sweepers
on this
seem
one,
to
but-
like it.
but
They're
they
just
are
cleaning.
not panicking.
Yeah.
They're not panicking. This might actually be heavy.
It looks
I think.
heavy to me.
But still, 4
But
is-
will it stick?
it
Answer.
might stick around.
I think it's going
got the-
to.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Look
it
at
dug
that.
in.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Very
We were
nice.
concerned it was through and it's going to hang out just back 8. So that's a big old 5 for Dave.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that's a nice 4-point lead now for Deep Tzatziki
Tzatziki.
going into the last 2 ends.
Yellow needs to answer here in a big way.
Probably looking to keep everything pretty clean here. Coming right into the house.
Yeah, no reason not to. 2 ends left, up 4. Might not make the rings. If it does, it's going to just barely
Nice sweeping there to get that on the
Yeah.
house.
valet.
Huh.
Valet? Do
No.
you need to explain that term?
No, he initially called a center guard there.
Oh. Changed his mind.
Yeah, that's a good change of mind there.
I mean, I think they need a corner guard, but
I think he actually called it in, right?
he did, but I think that's a
Interesting
an
call.
aggressive strategy, given that if it does go into the house, red can remove it as soon as they get the opportunity here with Emily's second rock.
Yeah, if they're in, Emily's for sure going to be called to hit this rock.
We would think.
And they are in.
They are in. Red has struggled with some of their hits, so maybe that's what Terry's thinking, is that he'll get a break. Coming inside out here, which always a little tricky as well.
Sweepers are
It's
on
moving.
it right away. The line looks pretty good, though.
It's moving, but I think it's
They're
gonna make
still going to catch
contact.
it.
It's going to be a beautiful shot by
Yeah, just
Emily.
right on
Way to go.
nose. Nice throw by Emily there.
Beauty. She'll be proud of that one. I am.
So Terry is calling a hit. He needs rocks in play, so I don't necessarily agree with this call. But whoops.
There's a lot of excitement here. As
Michael
boots
is
are
tripping
getting
over the
snagged
cords
and
as he gets
things.
up to use the restroom.
I don't know. Was the hit the called shot here?
It was.
Seems like a strange choice when you're looking to score.
Exactly. He also called his first in the house, so Terry
Interesting.
has an interesting approach to the game, but
I would call it unorthodox, yeah.
so she'd see it looks like has finished up the 7th end, and they're hanging around the hack.
They
Score-wise, the game's over,
Yeah.
but I think maybe they're debating if they throw him back or push him back.
The standard practice is if you're mathematically eliminated, you should
Right.
shake hands. But
But it looks like they're going to throw him back.
looks like they're going to play him back. And there's no game.
There's no game afterwards, yeah.
So the juniors want to play some rocks, and the other team, maybe they don't get a lot of ice time. So
And on sheet A, it looks like the yellow rocks have opened up a pretty decent lead after 6, 9-4.
yeah.
They had a nice big 5th end and then solo point in the 6th.
But with 900 rocks in play routinely on sheet A, that may come back in a big hurry.
Hello?
The call here was the draw, and it looks like if they had caught a bit more of the red rock, it would have been great, or if it had been a little less weight, it would have been great. And as it is, that's kind of an unfortunate result.
What'd I miss?
Not much.
Whole lot of
Well,
big
you
scores.
missed someone in the facilities not wash their hands
Ew,
after using it. So
that's
I would like to
gross.
take this opportunity for public service announcement.
Public health
Please-
announcement,
Public health announcement. Please make sure to wash your hands.
especially during flu season.
That's right. But really all seasons.
Well, yeah. During hygiene season, which is all
Always,
the time.
it should be always.
Do we have any sponsors for this webcast?
Brought to you by some guy's hair.
Yeah, we should make up.
Um,
We should make up
yeah.
sponsors.
Who are our nice sponsors?
Buffalo Wild
Buffalo
Wings.
Wild
There
Wings,
you go.
Red Hot and Blue.
Visionist. Whatever
I
that
can't.
is. They look great.
The Cars used to have one. They're
Oh, yeah.
like whatever they do, like space stuff.
Space
Stuff.
thingy.
Like space planning or like rocket stuff.
Like outer space stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that Laura Barantes used to have her.
Yeah.
She used to have a thing in the ice.
Although I haven't seen that one for a while. Was that there last year?
Who remembers last year?
Oh, true.
I barely remember yesterday. That looks like a real nice shot there. That's in a real nice place. Great weight, hard to get rid of.
Yeah, Dave might just want to clear some of those guards out, even though they're his rocks. They're not helping him.
I mean, I think you can probably follow it, right?
You could.
I mean, the less in play for Dave, the better.
the fewer. He might be trying to.
I think you can see, you can get to that yellow.
You can.
If you
You
throw
I mean,
like
if
a
you-
nice back
yeah.
line, hack
you can
waiter.
see maybe a quarter of it.
And if you wreck, you wreck.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt you to wreck here. Unless you wreck on the outside, that's no use.
Well, true.
Looks pretty
It's
close.
moving.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, actually, they look like
They're definitely around the
Were they
No,
by
no,
the
they're
top
not-
one,
they're not
though?
by the top
No.
one. I thought that would
Yeah,
move
that
more than it
was-
did.
That's fine, though.
Brendan looks disappointed, but I don't think he has any reason to be. I think that
No.
that
Yeah, he
was
threw
a
a
well
nice
thrown
shot
rock,
there.
yeah.
Oh, I was
I was
gonna
gonna
get ready
sing
to sing
too.
too. Oh.
We
I
were about to believe in miracles, but as it turns out, we believe in ending the song prematurely.
And I have
Someone
no
hit
idea what
skip
song
on
this
that.
is.
Oh, this one. Tell me something good.
Oh, is this what it is?
That's right.
I didn't realize there was a woman on that one.
I don't know any of the other words until it gets to that part, though.
I think, as far as I know, those are the only words. And the rest are just like, syllables are complicated.
Just sounds.
There, I sang for you, Jeremy. Are you happy? I think that rock reversed. I can't believe that that's what they wanted to throw.
Brandon gonna try it again?
I think so.
I think you have to, right? I
You
mean,
don't have to.
sorry. you could throw the double run. I don't hate the double run because
Are
even
they
if you
lined
mess
up
it
to do it? I
think
guess so.
They are.
You might have to hit the top
might-
a little bit.
yeah.
high. But even if you miss it, you move both of those red rocks.
Right.
Doesn't end the world. I think this is a little more ice, actually. This is interesting.
Might bring the weight down a bit. Looks like he's
Yeah,
Throwing
the
about
weight.
the same.
The weight is. I think the weight is down a little bit, but
still needs to move.
Carve it, Emily.
It's not.
It's gonna catch
it's
up.
gonna
it's
be
not.
No,
close,
just
so
past it.
close. Oh.
Woof.
So
Caught,
close.
caught both of
Again.
them just barely.
Again, Brandon threw a really nice rock, and it just didn't quite get there. If he missed, it was by half an inch.
Another coat of something on that rock, and maybe it would have.
Yeah, you shouldn't coat your curling stones. But,
Trying to hit this red rock.
I don't know that they will. I think they may be a bit wide out there.
No, it's not looking like.
I have done that more times than I can count because I can only count to 4.
I missed it. What happened?
I think they were trying to run the red rock off the side here, or maybe even in and off. And it just fanned on the outside.
Miss something good.
Tell me that you like me. That's
Tell
so
me
wholesome.
That you I thought it was like it.
That's less
Tell
wholesome.
me that you like it, yeah.
That's less wholesome.
I may have misheard it.
Different kind of wholesome.
This is not on my playlist.
Yeah, I don't even know who sings this.
I don't think anyone knows who plays this. The
I bet
70s were
I
kind
bet
of like
Claudad
is,
does.
The band is called
it's by
Anonymous.
it's by Rufus.
Oh.
Rufus.
Good old Rufus.
R-U-F-U-S?
Is this
R-U-F-U-S.
a dog that's singing?
It is a
pet?
dog. That
Is it a
might-
pet?
Speaking of dogs and tell me something good, I told you the other day, Haley and I celebrated our 3-year anniversary this week.
Haley is a dog, presently.
Yes,
Not
that's my dog.
Kyle's wife.
Haley. Kyle has no boyfriend anymore. And if he would, I assume it wouldn't be named Haley.
It was so cute.
I was going to say, if it looked like Ryan Gosling, you can call it whatever you want.
I got home last night and she had moved the blanket that was on the couch to halfway up the stairs.
This one is curling much harder than
Yeah, it sure is. It's got a lot less weight.
Gonna mess up those guards. That
Well, it's going to kind of choke off any. Well, no, you can still draw through there. Actually,
I mean, that helps, right? He can now see.
right, the
probably
yellow's a
half
little more
that
open
rock.
now.
Yeah, for sure. Seems like we've gone through like 4 rocks, and it's not much has changed.
Right.
Well, so you're yellow here. You really
So-
kind of need 3, right?
need
Yeah,
a
he needs
multiple
at least
score. Yeah.
2 for sure.
How
At
do you
least
get
2. 3 would be great.
I mean, I guess you could draw another one in behind
I think you're piling them
That
behind that
red-
corner-ish guard.
red on the
that? Yeah. So
left side.
there's 2 choices,
we're
right? You
looking
can
down the
go
sheet.
around the stuff on the outside where your shot rock
Yeah.
isn't, over where they're indicating now, or you could actually freeze on top of your own yellow rock.
Right.
I mean, they're hoping for a miss out of Dave on his
Yeah,
last for
that-
sure.
I mean, that's a reasonable thing at this level.
Got some Stevie Wonder now. Very superstitious. Oop, false start. Song wasn't
Yeah.
starting yet. My bad. False start on Michael Ray.
It's appropriately superstitious.
The writing's on the wall. The writing may be on the wall for this game, depending on the outcome of the next few shots.
Emily is laughing like she can hear us because we're very hilarious and she's laughing.
Maybe she can. I don't
She
know.
could be. We are pretty loud.
She can probably hear the music now. It's pretty loud.
It is
Keeps
loud.
getting louder.
It's getting louder. Oh,
Oh, there it goes.
I think they saw
Probably
our.
someone
I
on
saw you
the feed
turning
was
around.
like, guys.
Terry's talking over the shot with Pam here.
So it looks like they are trying to draw around the staggered guards over here on the right side of the sheet, which is it's a good call.
Nick Datla doesn't hate it.
I don't hate it. I say that a lot. I say
Famous.
that. Usually I say it after someone has missed a shot, but
Yep.
sometimes I'll say it before they miss the shot.
Sometimes you'll say it after trying a new food.
I
Perhaps.
I once had horse. Actually, I liked horse.
Oh,
I
really?
affirmatively liked horse.
Oh.
Definitely didn't hate that then.
Yeah, I did not hate horse. It
Oh,
was
this
good.
one's curling hard here. Is he by?
It's by, but
It's
it's
heavy, though,
heavy.
I think,
But
yeah.
it's gonna be heavy. Yeah, the line was
Yeah.
great, but that
Way
was
heavy.
Woof.
bumper plus weight.
That was a hog to hog of waiting for it.
Your mom.
Oh wait, Ken's giving me the.
Oh. It was too fast.
It was
It bent space time. We
Yeah.
had no hug.
it was negative time. All right. Not a whole lot of pressure on Dave, but still would love to make this shot. That was
Yeah, if
pretty
he
much
makes
the
this, it's
lights
probably
out.
game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no lead in curling that I've ever had where I've been comfortable.
Not even 9 points with 1 end to go.
Not even 9 points with 1 end to go. Well, at that point, I assume they're shaking.
True.
But you always want to make a shot, right? Even when it's just like to seal a deal. Or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. You want to make a shot. And he looks
Uh-oh,
tight. to
tight.
me.
Yeah,
he got that
it's
one
all
started.
over that one.
Got it started.
Well, they might be able to,
if
if
they
they come up and
if they
try to run
come
it
up-
straight back.
Yeah,
It's not going
too
to
late
curl
for
enough,
that.
though.
Yeah, I think they're just
Too
going to
late
open
for
it up to
that.
make. Well.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, oh,
That
This
happened.
This doesn't leave an easy shot for two.
It sure doesn't.
No.
I mean, he just tried the outturn draw, which
I mean,
came
he
up
just
heavy.
needs to bite the 8-foot, so.
But there's a lot of red rocks wherever he looks.
I think you play for sure the same line he just threw with a little more ice maybe and a little less weight.
You know, that's what I would think too, but that's clearly not what he thinks.
I mean, the benefit of throwing this side is that you do have your rock to use if you are a little heavy, but you also have the added difficulty of that
If he's-
guard.
Yeah, if
so
he's
Yeah.
heavy again and promotes
it's a
in or-
preference shot.
Yeah, whatever he feels comfortable with. He's going back down now, though. Oh, he forgot his stabilizer, maybe.
I feel like he's done that more than I have missed shots in an average.
Usually there's, I guess he prefers that one maybe because there's
I was gonna say, I thought he had 2 of them.
There's always one at each end, so.
Well, I think this is his personal.
Maybe.
stabilizer.
I don't think it is though, is it?
I think so.
It is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Terry
I've
was,
seen a similar one.
Terry
to that.
was actually, fun fact for the fans listening, Terry was actually my first skip ever.
And you're still curling.
I knew
and
that.
I'm still curling. Friday TGIF League 2015 spring session. So
Well, for the fans at home, Kyle's first skip was yours truly.
Yours
Yes,
truly.
that's true.
And he's still curling.
I did take a long break though.
That's true.
Also on Friday nights.
how about that?
That's where we get them, Friday nights. And that's why we're all here on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I would have been here curling, but since we are off tonight, I figured I would lend my services.
Sleepers are
Sweepers
going
are
hard.
awesome. The line looks real good. It's
Line
all up
looks
to the
great, but I
sweepers
don't
to
think-
get it.
Does it have the legs to get there?
I
It
think it might.
It
I
may.
think it might.
Hard, guys.
Oh, no.
It's hard, hard,
Oh,
hard.
Oh, I think.
Oh,
no,
just short.
Oh,
just the one.
That's a bummer. I don't know that
It
one's
is-
going to do it.
It is
but
definitely short.
Terry's given the handshake signal, it looks like, from this end.
I think if he gets the 2, if he had gotten the 2,
Oh.
I think that.
Looks like they're going to play on, though.
I think he might have been giving the shark signal.
Maybe. It was
Or maybe he
not.
was
It was
doing-
not through though.
like,
But 3 is not an impossible get.
It's not.
I'm trying to find.
Meanwhile, on sheet A, Red has come back with 2, so they are down 3 in the final end. I hope everyone at home is enjoying the selection of oldies we've got in the background. Lead shots away here. Team complicated phrase, Terry Smith. Needing 3 here.
Oh, this looks short.
Well, you want to, oh, this looks like it's picking is what it's doing.
Yeah. Maybe
I
it'll
mean-
curl back to the center line if it reverses.
Yeah, it
It's
has
trying.
a little bit. It's gotten to a corner guard.
Okay.
Not the best, but not terrible. Any guard's a good guard.
He'll
at this
take it,
point.
yeah.
Dave initially calling to go under, now calling to go open. I think I might just put this through.
Put it through, yeah.
Yeah.
You could also call the tick, I guess, but I think,
Michael and I are singing.
but you're not singing out loud.
I
know.
wasn't.
No one wants to hear me.
Wow, that's true. Just generally speaking.
This is
What's that?
Just generally speaking, no one's
True.
here.
This one looks
Not
a little
gonna make
short
it over.
too.
No, it will.
Just hog that
But
one if you
yeah.
can.
And if you can't, keep sweeping it to the edge.
Yeah.
Man. Get as far off of the side as you can.
actually reversed handle at the
They
end.
did it, yeah.
So
Both rocks did there.
We may be looking at a peel of shame. I don't know how
It might
Emily
be.
is at the peel of shame, but
I've never called that for Emily. I've never had to.
I was playing a game with Katie Kovac once. I was vicing, and so long about the 8th end, I turned to her and said, Katie Kovac, I've got good news and I've got bad news. And they are both that you're getting really good at the peel of shame.
I surprisingly didn't have to throw it last night, even though you accused me of.
throwing extra cards.
The thing is, even when I tapped in the 4-foot and then you threw me a guard, and that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. There would be such a perfectly placed guard. I was like, that's just too tempting. There was what was it, the fifth end where you had I was one of the both in the 4 foot and we got them perfectly staggered for the steal. They were both dead center and they were 7 feet apart. It was beautiful. And we actually did end up stealing that.
Did we?
Recall, yeah. Because I made that brilliant shot. Sorry, I'm getting to that point of the season where I'm really convinced I can do anything.
So the game on Sheet A, in case anyone had some interest to see what's going on there, is actually very similar to the game that's on Sheet B. The 3-point lead, the team that is up with the lead also has the hammer. So looking at 2 teams with hammer, up 3 in the last end.
But red is down 3 and sitting 2, and there's a lot more rocks in play than you might hope for if you're up by 3.
Yeah.
Right. Although they've loved rocks in play this game,
Yeah,
so
there's been no shortage of rocks in play.
interesting line to call here.
I mean, it curls really hard.
Where is he trying to end up, though?
I mean, T-line?
Oh, is he coming around this?
I think it's, well, I think that might have been the thought, but I don't think it's going to get there. He's already on the guard. And I also think it's light.
I thought she was throwing a guard, but
Well, I mean, she was throwing a guard. I don't know if that was the call.
I mean, it worked out.
If they ever get a rock in the house behind here,
Yeah, hopefully Dave is going to peel these. Get rid of whatever you can.
yeah, just kind of huck a rock down there. FL has good hit weight.
Chuck this one.
Yeah, this is
Lots
good
of
hit
weight.
And it is curling, actually. I'm surprised by that.
It actually
But she's going to hit something.
It's going to hit something, but
Got to get,
Okay. Got one of them out of there.
yeah. Nick, it is after 11 o'clock.
Oh, it is.
well, fuck everything.
Do we have any viewers still?
17.
Oh.
We haven't lost anyone. Well, let's fix
Well, we had
that.
19 at
We
one
did
point.
have 19.
Yeah.
That's the
No,
highest
it's
it's
right,
been.
because I went away and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stopped singing, so that probably.
Well, that probably, you know
Yeah.
what? People thought they were watching The Voice.
That's right. Or the masked singer.
Yeah. My favorite got voted off The Voice this week.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
Which cute boy was
He was
it?
cute, yeah. He was like 23 and cute.
23. Good for you, Kyle.
I know, right?
Finally age appropriate. Enough. You know, they keep drawing this side, and I keep thinking they want to come around, and then they keep.
I think he's trying to throw like center guards from that line.
I mean, that was beautiful draw weight.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. I wish I had that kind of draw weight.
Yeah, do we have a hog to hog on that?
12.6.
That seems
Wait.
fast.
The ice must have slowed
Yeah.
down some. I think with a couple games off, and it's the 8th end.
Yeah.
Dave asking for the hit on this.
It's pretty good.
Should be able to hold it on this
yeah,
side.
this is the straight side, so I think
Yeah.
that they'll probably be able to keep
It's
it on
looking
there.
nice.
It looks real nice. And he doesn't care about keeping the shooter.
Yeah, I think he might even
In
want
fact,
to
he
lose the
loses
shooter. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Get it under cover. That's a real nice shot.
Nice
by
throw,
him.
That's a
FL.
beauty.
Yeah, that's real nice.
I mean, you didn't need it to be there, but
I mean, there are worse things than having shot rock when you're up by a bunch.
that's right.
So Terry gonna try to freeze down on that. It looks like.
Yeah, I think at this point the scoring area is tight enough that, or not the scoring area, but the opportunities are tight enough that you really need to start trying to get a bunch of rocks.
Yeah,
in.
he has 4 rocks left and needs to score 3 of them. So
And so if you can get a corner on the shot rock and half under cover,
sweepers are on this one early.
line looks good.
Yeah, Miss think it's light.
And I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's definitely in the
gonna
rings.
be oh no, actually the line is sorry, the weight is right. I was wrong. The weight
The price
is right.
is
Yeah, just a little
Wrong.
too much ice, it looks like.
Just
Good throw, though.
It was a very good throw. That was.
Let the 5 rock.
Yep. Catherine is texting me, "You guys are so cool. Commentary is so interesting," and I can't actually tell if she's sarcastic. I mean, I know we're cool and interesting.
Ooh, is this going to jam?
Jam
That
City.
might jam. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, and the double jam. That's.
Well, that leaves an opening for...
That's almost more interesting than our commentary.
That's not possible.
Interesting end setting up on sheet A. Red is still sitting 2,
Yeah.
needing to steal 3 to force an extra end.
Yeah,
Do
and
they have 1 rock left?
this is gonna wreck, I think.
They do.
So
They don't have hammer, which is
Right.
the problem, and they only have 1 more rock, so they need to sit 3 after this shot, but they definitely can.
meanwhile, on the feature sheet,
So this one is...
I think they're curling back towards this rock in the back, and I think they're actually gonna get to it. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
That's a very nice shot. The bad news for Terry is that Shot Rock is still wide open.
Right. Oh, sweepers are on this one right away. This curling hard.
It's curling real hard. I think
It
they might
is.
get no.
And
They're
on
the
the
guards.
guards.
Oh, and that actually has the unfortunate side effect of kicking the one
other
guard
one
a little
guard to be
closer to the center.
A little bit of a guard.
I mean, they can still see 2/3 of it. There's no problem there. But
Think
this
you're-
gives Terry a real opportunity to get a rock. Top 12.
Yep. Protecting that stone.
FL pulling a face like, ooh.
So the last
yeah.
rock on sheet A is on its way
The
down.
last red rock.
Well, last red rock, sorry.
Yeah.
Could be the last rock if they don't
need
make
to
it.
sweep it. To get it around everything and be third shot.
No, they've
It's not quite
wrecked.
around.
And it is going
Really
to wreck.
close.
So that will be handshake
That is handshakes on sheet
on
A.
sheet A. Team Yellow, which was
Some guys.
in queso emergency
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's
over
clever.
Team Mediocrities.
Which is probably my favorite team name, right? Greece
Yeah, that's a good
Mediocrities.
one. Yeah.
That's
I
clever.
mean, I'm partial to Team Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. But for obvious reasons.
How could I resist you?
Bum, 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 bum. All right.
I think Terry's looking for one top 12 here.
Yeah, so our feature sheet is the remaining game on the ice.
How
and
about that?
It is. It's been an exciting
Just how we
game.
planned it.
Yeah. Just how we drew it up and scripted it.
Well, everyone knew that we were going to be commentating, so
True.
let's get us on as long as you can. The line looks good.
Sweepers are down early.
Don't want to bring it too deep.
Yeah, you want
but
to
it
leave
needs
it
to
pretty
be-
high.
Yeah, it doesn't look heavy, though.
No, but it
I-
looks like it's
I
got
think
plenty of weight.
I think it's heavier than they want.
I think it's down
Maybe.
to their other one
You want it to be
already.
just touching.
It's going to be...
It's
Whoa.
Whoa, and it caught it real good. That's actually
That's
not,
actually not
That's a
bad.
really
Yeah.
good result, actually.
Caught a little bit of a magic spot in the ice, perhaps.
Even if Dave peels out Shot Rock here, that leaves Terry sitting 2 and a good place to hide a couple of rocks.
Yeah, I mean, he has the double there.
Obviously, who's ever in control of the music did not believe in miracles, but Terry Smith, firm believer in the miracle here.
The double is there. I don't think he's
I don't think he's
calling
going
the
for it,
double,
but-
Yeah.
If the line's right, you...
I'm sure he wouldn't complain if he got the double,
Right.
because that would end the game. But fairly low percentage shot.
You don't want to flash it, for sure.
Yeah, if it overcurls, it just catches the
The top
one he just threw, although it's pretty well buried.
I mean, you can see probably a quarter of it. Probably not, actually. Probably about 10% of it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's again, he flips his out turns a little bit. I think that's what he's done.
Oh, no, and that's the straight side, too.
Emily's wishing it back,
wishing it to
but
curl, and it's not going to get there.
We tried her best, but interesting.
Wow.
Interesting little finish to this game here.
So yeah, Terry's got to put it basically top 12.
yeah, if he puts a
here.
top 12 biter just over just touching the center line, that's going to be real tough for Dave.
Moving the broom half an inch by hand.
Although
I love that. I've never seen that before.
Needs to be
It's
here.
like you can't just shout to your teammate, move it in an inch. You have to physically.
Or demonstrate with your broom.
Yeah.
It's got to be like, bitch, move the goddamn ring.
I would love to see a rock just biting just to the left of the center line here.
To our left?
Yeah, as we see it.
I
mean, the thing about, I mean, they need to they can't bring it too deep, but Terry will only have to draw to the 8 foot. Dave. To win.
Yeah, but.
I mean, that's not an easy shot. But
It's not an easy. And he did just try to throw a hit.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, dialing down from a hit to a draw is the easiest thing in the world, he lied.
Seems like a lot of ice to me on the straight side, but.
Well, his last rock did curl about 19 feet in the last 7 seconds.
It did. That is true. If they're gonna
Sweepers seem
this
to like this
one's
one's
going too.
curling
This
a
one's
lot.
coming, this one's actually short. I don't think it's made the house.
No, it's in.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Just
No. Yeah. It's
Ooh,
not
it's
in.
just
I don't know
short.
that it is.
It's not.
Looks like it's just short.
So less
They've
pressure
got
on
the
this,
same
right?
shot. I mean, he doesn't have to hit. He could draw.
Oh, we might be going to an extra end.
Ooh.
He's
Hope
trying
the
to
viewers
hit.
love that.
Curling after super dunk.
He's trying to hit, despite that he only needed to outcount, the rock that's in the 12 foot to win the game. So
He's going to throw the double now, entirely accidentally.
to give a steal of one.
Yes, it would be a steal of one, but
Yeah.
this is why they pay them the big bucks.
Yeah. See if he can shake off that last shot that he just threw.
Which, I mean, the weight was great. It was just a little bit outside.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
that-
Line looks much
Yeah,
better.
he's not.
It's
flipped
gonna
it.
overcurl
Whoa,
if
guys,
anything.
whoa,
No, they're
no,
good.
It's not. Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys.
They're on it.
Whoa.
They have it.
Oh, yeah, keep going. Never
There's
mind.
no reason not
Just
to be not
kidding.
sweeping this
Yeah,
rock.
There we go. Beautiful shot by Dave. He's going to get point out of it.
Nice.
How about
Very
it?
nice. Great shot, Dave. And that is our final.
Brandon looks very relieved that the game is over and that they've won.
That
That's
is a
correct.
win for Team Deep Tzatziki over Team Complicated Phrase.
I'm going to try it. Techni Alipias. Alipias.
I was going to Google it earlier to see if it means something,
Probably
but
means the work of alopecia.
sounds
Yeah,
right.
Who knows what I'm saying?
Sounds right.
Well, thank you, everyone, for
Yeah,
joining
this
us.
concludes whatever draw number this was, the 9 p.m. draw
9
here
p.m. draw.
at the
It
Embassy
concludes
Road,
curling
Greece.
after dark.
All 14, 17, 19 players.
And we're
Viewers.
flashing up the,
Oh, there's
the
our
lovely team
winners.
photo of our winners.
We have got some real
Ken
technical
has done
wizardry
so
happening.
much to this.
Whoa!
My goodness.
There's the winners,
There's
the
winners
junior
from all
team
the
from Sheet
sheets?
C.
So, round of applause for all the curlers. But
Winners
again,
from
round
Sheet
of applause
D,
for
the
Ken
Kennedys.
Clark, who has been kicking
Absolutely.
butt. Ken Clark, congratulations. Thank you so much.
And then a shot of the warm room of us before we...
Oh, right. Hey, Queen.
Michael wants to show off his new sweater again.
That's right, guys. If
Guys,
you could feel it.
It's
touch
soft,
it,
yeah.
Touch it, touch it.
I mean, yeah.
He's also got a really nice coat that I also like touching.
Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow,
Good night.
9?
9
I don't
know. 9 a.m.
Tomorrow,
That's a
9
guess.
a.m.
Okay, 9
It won't
a.m.
be. It won't be us.
It won't be
Yeah.
us,
Yeah,
but
I'll be
that's-
sleeping.
I will not be awake.
But feel free to tune in for whoever will be here. Someone will be here providing commentary, likely not as good as ours, but
Probably not.
commentary
I mean,
nonetheless.
we have-
So-
Nobody is as good as McDowell.
Well, obviously. I'm the color commentary with a lot of color.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night.